What's going on, everybody? What's up, man? You got the whole clicking team, quarantine, Barz and Shotz podcast, episode 131. You got myself, Flaw.
That's nasty, yo.
He's starting off early. I like this energy.
You got myself, Flaw 700. You got Ed the Great One. You got Jerrell.
Nigga said the whole clicking team. That was not in the pre-production meeting.
Fuck all that, man. They gonna tell me. He ain't been in the group chats. He ain't been fuck out of here.
He haven't though, bro. He hasn't been in the group chats at all.
Oh, man.
I can't stop my touchdown. I can't talk. It's not my problem regarding his shortcomings, something like that. Jerrell was
yes, yes.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing to do with his shortcomings.
I ain't got nothing to do with his shortcomings, fam. Yeah, episode 131, man. What's going on, fellas, man? How's our mental health?
Man, I'm
Everybody
good, man.
Good, bro. I just want to shout out to us for our 2-year anniversary real quick. You know what I'm saying? Before we don't even forget that shit, you know what I'm saying? It was the 10th, I think. Man,
I'm glad you brought that up again because I forgot again.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, bro. Two-year anniversary, bro. Like, you know.
2 years.
I swear I forgot again, yo. That's crazy.
Y'all niggas ain't shit, yo.
Damn. I'm sorry, fella.
Crazy.
Jesus.
Because it feel like, see, what happened was we doubled up on the episode, so we've been moving quick. Because it just felt like we just had a celebration, but that was the 100th episode. So it felt like we just celebrated something. So I wasn't even thinking about 2 years. That's dope,
bro.
Nice.
2 years of Barz and Shotz podcast. Man, and we've been changing so much, man. And I want to start this episode off. You reminded me, I really wasn't going to touch on it, but Barz and Shotz podcast did start in the lovely, luxurious basement of the Great One's mansion. And then we started.
I remember those days.
Yeah,
that was dope.
Yeah. And then we transitioned to Starbucks, man, and we was doing a few episodes in Starbucks, man. And I just I do want to say rest in peace to Stephanie Campbell, recently passed away, who was the manager of that Starbucks store, who actually allowed us to come in there and be creators, man. We were able to go in there and just have a good time. It's just something about being, no disrespect to being home, doing it virtually, or being in an basement or being in somebody's home. It's just something about being out in the general public.
Right.
You know what I mean? Most of the time it was like sunny, like Jerrell know. Like, Aunt, you had a few.
I had a few down there. So it was definitely good. Just to go somewhere, to have a change of scenery.
Exactly. Right. The change of scenery. And we was in a room where there was like just like open light.
Right. People was looking at us and stuff through the glass.
Like Jerrell, the reason I brought Jerrell up because Jerrell had Jerrell had 3 Shades Dope as well.
Right.
So we had just a long run of just creating, and then it was when it
was there all day. You was there all day.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And it's like, yo, go get me a mocha latte,
with
a brownie, and start with some water, and you just got people coming in.
We spent mad money every week too. Starbucks ain't cheap, man.
Facts.
Spending $6 for a cup of coffee every week.
Yeah, man. It was, but you pay the cost to be that boss, so we definitely enjoyed that, man. And Stephanie allowed us to create. There was so much more that we possibly could have did, but COVID actually stopped that. Right. We stopped going to that facility because of COVID and it shut down. We just want to send our condolences out to that family because they played a part, believe it, in Barz and Shotz podcast,
right?
And all of the other podcasts that we had happening in the beginning. So send our condolences out to the family. But happy anniversary to the boys, the Barz and Shotz podcast. Whoever that is that wished us a happy 2 years, appreciate it. WTP.
Oh, yeah.
Is this.
it's definitely dedication, man. Like you got to be dedicated to this
Look.
thing, man. And I knew coming in that I talk a lot of shit, and I'd be wanting and needing to talk a lot of shit. So I'm just gonna be dedicated to it. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad to be with two like-minded motherfuckers, and we all complimented. Well, Jay kind of complimented us too a little bit.
He did.
It's like we all compliment each other very well and shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's been a pleasure, fellas, and I can't wait for many more years of this shit. You feel me?
Absolutely. It's definitely time to take it. It's time to definitely advance. We put our brains together and come up with some ideas and just do some creative stuff with the podcast. Because I think sometimes you can just it's therapeutic, it's fun, but you just want to leave it at that. Like, you know what I mean? We could take it somewhere else, and you know what I mean? Absolutely.
But it's informational, you know what I'm saying? It's fun.
All of that.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of different things. Like it's fun, it gets serious. You know what I mean? I love when people come at us though. You know what I mean? I love it when we get the comments and shit like that. I can't wait for them. You know what I mean? It's good to know that we saying something that's striking a nerve in somebody. I love that.
Right.
It was by accident because I just wanted to get on microphones and just talk my shit. I used to watch a lot of ESPN, and at the time you had to have like a college degree to actually debate somebody on a microphone, like at least. So it's like, how do you get on there? Because I think them niggas is dead wrong. Like them niggas stupid on ESPN. Sometimes you know how you be talking to the TV,
right?
And podcast was introduced to me, and what came along with that is conversation for men, and I just stand on that flag right there. It's for us, it's therapeutic. So like what Ant said, there's a lot more to it than what I said, because a lot of times we have conversations to where we know you can relate. You just can't say nothing because your wifey right there. We'll say it for you. We'll talk that shit for you. Disagree with me, but you know.
Hi, babe.
What we say last week, we're all engaged or married to the same girlfriend. You ain't going through no shit. Ain't none of it.
No, that was a dope comment, yo. I had to really sit and dissect that. You know what I'm saying? That was a dope comment.
Yeah. And shout out to Ebru. We had a guest on last week.
Shout out to Ebru.
Shout out to Ebru, man. Hey, almost got into it again this week, fam.
With who?
Don't know. Let me tell you what happened. Let me tell you what happened.
Man, you like Batman on the low, man. Why every time you go out in the street,
you had a situation?
Trouble and shit. Like, what's happening?
Yeah, I thought it was really gonna get ugly for your boy, right? I'm driving. Here's the thing, right? I'm at a red light.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna start the podcast in a minute, but I'm at a red light and it turns green for me. What's up, Roland? Roland in the chat.
Shout out, Roland.
I'm at a red light. It turns green for me. If you're watching this, you can see my hand. If you're not watching this, just follow along.
Okay.
As the light turns green, this is me. I'm the car. As the light turns green, I start to go. And then a car comes from the opposite side and make that illegal turn they're not supposed to make because it's red.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm behind this car. I ain't honk at him. But I'm like, what the fuck in my car? Like, bro, that could have been an accident, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So boom, he drives up a little bit. I'm driving. We stop we didn't stop at the light because it was green for us. He makes a turn, I make a turn. He stops in the middle of the street. So I'm like, what the fuck? Again. So now I not pull over, but I'm going around and then we make eye contact because I'm looking at him like, what's good? And he looking at me. So now I'm driving. Now he driving.
Oh, so he hopped behind you.
He behind me.
Oh, man.
So now I turn and I slow up a bit because I'm about to turn on my street. So I slow up a bit now to make sure he go where he going. He not following me now.
Mm-hmm.
Once I seen him go straight, that's what I turned in mind. It was just a case of him being paranoid because he cut me off. He thought I was chasing him.
I see.
He thought I was, so he pulled.
Okay, yeah. I got you.
Oh, okay, I get it.
Yeah. He thought I was chasing him. So I'm saying it could have got ugly because when you in that situation, bro, he really might have been running from some people.
True.
He looked like he was nuts, crazy and high. Like his eyes was real big when I was rolling past him because as I'm driving past him, I'm looking at him like, yo, is you looking at your phone or whatever? But when he was in his driver passenger seat like this, and I'm driving by like this. Now we get eye contact. I'm like, what the fuck? I can tell he was just waiting for me to.
How come every time you leave the house, man, you like living a movie scene, man?
Yo, that's how I used
shit
to
like
feel,
that
bro.
don't happen to me. I'm telling you.
That's how I used to
I live
feel.
the most boringest life ever.
that's why I'm sitting here thinking, like, you know what? Some things is unavoidable. I didn't even honk the horn. I ain't say, yo, what the fuck, son? I ain't do none of that. He just cut me off. I'm like, whatever, like, keep rolling. But we just happened to turn down the same street. And he got Pinoy right away. It wasn't even 2 minutes, bro. I'm just going where you going now. You know what I'm saying? That shit was crazy, fam. Survived.
Man, you need to stay the fuck home, man.
Just
stay home, man. That's crazy, man. You be in the gym doing that jujitsu thinking you hot shit, fam. Stop it, man. Stay home and chill, fam.
It's hard.
Them bullets ain't gonna stop. I mean, them kicks ain't gonna stop no bullets. That's what I know. You know what I mean?
No, sir, they're not.
So that's what I was saying. I was like, I don't know who he is or what he got or what he actually running from. Because if you paranoid like that, that means you up to something or you high. And either one don't work in any situation. Because if you high, you paranoid.
Right.
And if you paranoid,
nah, that's a lie. I don't be paranoid. I be higher than a motherfucker. So
no, but I'm saying if he was high, then it made him paranoid. Because once again, we made eye contact. I seen his eyes, and his eyes was big, bro. He was looking for, like, he was like, oh, let me check this nigga out. I looked at him.
Yeah.
Not saying high makes you paranoid, but if he was high, whatever angel dust was in his shit, had him fucked up.
Why you went straight to the dust, though?
I
started thinking about smoking from Friday, how paranoid.
Went straight to the dust.
Hey. Y'all ready to get into it, bro? Because we might be here for 5 hours talking about this.
Shout out to all my weed smokers out there, man. I'm about to roll up now, man. Sorry.
Hey, definitely shout out to the weed smokers, and y'all be safe out there, man. That they doing that fentanyl shit with the weed.
Hey, yo, man. So yeah, it's crazy you mentioned that, yo, because my lady, you know what I'm saying, she mentioned that to me and shit, and just was like, yo, you trust your plug? Like, yeah. And I'm just like, hell yeah, like, you feel me? But you know, you gotta be safe because that Fetty, that shit is different, yo. Like,
yep.
And it's crazy. Different. I ain't gonna lie. It's crazy how we have this conversation now.
I think the government doing it, bro, to fuck up the street game so we can get it, you know what I mean, from them and shit. You know what I'm saying? I think that's exactly what it is. I think the government is spiking all the shit that niggas is getting on the street to make us have to buy their weed out of dispensaries now that it's legal.
Because what you're hearing is people don't want that government shit because it's not getting you high.
Those are the thoughts of Ant the Great One and Flaw 700. I don't want no problem.
Nah, bro. Think about it though, bro. I've been smoking weed for a long ass time, bro. I ain't never heard of no fentanyl in weed now, bro. Now, and I ain't hear. You feel what I'm saying? Now we can go to a dispensary and grab the shit for legal. Why? Right. It makes sense, bro. You gonna put it past these motherfuckers?
Yeah, I get it. Because I'm one of those dispensary dudes.
See, and I don't even like dispensary. That shit is overpriced and overrated, bro. Like,
it is overpriced,
but it's but it's safe. That's what I say.
But
allegedly,
yeah, that's true. Never know.
Yeah, okay, yeah. But what I was saying was when they was putting fentanyl in crack, it was just like, oh, well, dope. When they was putting fentanyl in whatever these people,
it was heroin.
Yeah, when they was doing that, it was just like, oh, well, they shouldn't be doing the heroin. Like, them people didn't want to have the fentanyl conversation.
Right.
How did that weed getting laced? Now, wait a minute, buddy.
Yes.
Yeah, that's different.
We gotta bring this shit in perspective, bro. Like,
hey, wait a minute.
Right. Somebody gotta take a look at this, like, bitch, for real.
Because everybody smoke weed.
Man, exactly. Everybody.
Every type of person, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter how rich or how poor you are. Right.
It don't matter, bro. Cops.
Mm-hmm. So y'all ready to get into it, man? Y'all already know what we come here for, man.
Let's go, bro.
Versus just happened, man. Ja Rule versus Fat Joe. Man. There's a few questions I got to ask. It's a few questions that I want to ask. I don't know if y'all want to get into what y'all thought about versus. Y'all just want to get into the questions.
Well, I mean, first, shouldn't we like offer Ja Rule an apology because all of us had him losing?
Absolutely, yo, absolutely.
And not just losing, we had Joey.
We had him getting smoked. Yeah. So this was one of the first times I wish I could retract my statement about Ja, like for real, like. Yeah, it was
a lot of out of sight, out of mind. We thought Ja Rule wasn't in shape just because we had no reason to think he wasn't in shape because we haven't heard or seen him in any type of tours or anything. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
listen,
it was tough. It was rough over there for Joe. Like Joe was losing so bad he had to start cracking on the girls that was on stage.
Yo, it was terrible. Like so. Joe
was
super
nuts.
lost. Like he lost and Ja won. Like that's what I'm saying. Like it's crazy. He came in with these old ass records. I don't know, bro. I got a lot of theories about what happened, bro. I'm gonna let Flaw speak though.
What theory you got? We might have the same theory.
Nah, like just how Joe went into the verses. I mean, like he was at the Locks Dipset verses. You feel me? So to me, I felt like Joe had to prove the niggas that he was in shape. Number one, you know what I'm saying? Rapping his own lyrics and shit like that, and like he kind of had to like take the streets, I guess. Like that kind of how like Kissing them had like they had the streets from the rip, like
right.
But he did it with old ass records.
I think he tried to do like remember like we thought Nelly was gonna beat Ludacris and he didn't.
No.
Speak
no.
for yourself.
I was playing. I was just joking. No.
Sneak that past me, buddy.
To be honest, none of us had Nelly winning, but a lot of people had him winning because he had,
bigger hits.
Bigger hits and stuff. He sold more records, but Ludacris, it doesn't matter how many records you sold. I think Joe tried to do what the Locks did, like Ant said, and tried to street him to death, but that ain't gonna work when Ja got street records that he played in the first like 3 or 4.
Yeah,
and then he flipped over to the commercial shit and killed him.
You want to know what's crazy though, right? We talked about this a few episodes ago. That Fat Joe has an amazing catalog, but nobody seems to actually care about Joe. You get what I'm saying?
He didn't play it, bro.
I'm saying, piggybacking off what Jerrell said about play the street shit.
Mm-hmm.
The Locks has a rapport with the streets. So their street shit and their hit shit hit.
The same. Yeah, it hit the same. Yeah.
Fat Joe could play all the 20 except for lean back and all the way up. Fat Joe could play any 18 and he just does not have a rapport with the people.
I think because people think of Fat Joe how he is now, but Fat Joe wasn't that nigga back then.
Yes, he was not. At all. He was not. He had to go get pun.
Right. Like even when like Jealous Wasn't Envy came out and some of those songs were dope, but none of them were like street anthems or anything. Like he was never the number one dude.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Remember, like Fat Joe has classic songs, hits, and all of that. But you just don't go back. We don't know none of his verses. We don't know his bars.
Yeah, none of his old songs are the classic ones. That's the thing. Like a lot of the other people, some of their old songs are the classics.
And not even
exactly.
His new songs are more classic. Newer songs are more classic than his older stuff.
What's the first joint he played, bro? I think it's his first hit.
Flojo
is dope, bro. But I was 10
like
years old when Flojo came out. You know what I'm saying? And I don't remember that at all, bro. Is what I'm saying. I don't remember it.
Are we basing this off crowd reaction? Because because what I'm saying to you is if Fat Joe goes, Ja Rule is a pop artist. That's his energy. At the end, he called Ja Rule a hip hop artist. But if Ja is a pop artist and I'm a hip hop artist and I play my hip hop songs, technically I feel like I win because this is a hip hop battle and it started in the Bronx. It's all about in his mind, right? Because I saw Fat Joe's post interview of this. He said, I'm the big guy. I had to change my clothes because of how tired or whatever he was, not because it was a fashion statement, but he said he had to do it because of how big he was, and he was up there doing all the moving, all his lyrics, rapping.
This nigga had on chuckers, bro.
Energy was, I'm more street than you. I'm gonna hit you with 10 street joints, and I'm gonna hit you with 10 party joints at the end to show you I'm a better overall artist.
But he had like a Carhartt suit on.
Hold on.
And then changed it to another Carhartt suit.
On it.
Yeah, so like he might have. I know chuckers is uncomfortable than a motherfucker, so he definitely had to change them. But yeah, he went from one Carhartt to like a Carhartt like velour, like fuck.
Yeah, it was the same shit.
Oh, well, I'm just saying, watch his interview. He said the reason why they took so long because he was trying to get his heart rate down. He was just trying to get back together because he was fucked up. Like the first,
he is a fat guy.
First 10 songs fucked him up. Like he had to go take a break. Like I don't think the wardrobe change was in it, but he was going so hard with all the movements, and that's what he said. He said that he was out of shape. Well, not out of shape. We all know Fat Joe's always been out of shape, but he was saying he was doing a lot up there for the first 10 records.
Yeah, because out of shape don't mean out of shape performance wise.
Yeah,
though. That's what I mean when it comes to in shape and out of shape.
Oh, we know performance. Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Because Ja Rule took his shirt off. You knew that was gonna happen. That
I
nigga
did
still
push.
got
Yeah,
the
bro.
8-pack.
I just started back doing push-ups today, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Ja, it was
Ja looked like an
inspiring.
action figure up there in his 40s.
Off the shirt off, looking like Neff from Different World. What's his name? Mr. Damn, what's his name, bro?
Mr. Gaines?
Mr. Gaines, nigga.
Before I give Ja his flowers, I'm gonna speak my mind. Say that Ja Rule.
I hear it coming.
Here come the hate.
I hear it.
Only
choo, the hate train coming.
I'm saying Ja Rule technically only has 20 hits, so he couldn't have fucked up his list.
Either way, so yeah, he couldn't have.
I'm saying
He probably could have added a song.
maybe a song or two, but he could not. Ja Rule was the only artist up there that could not have fucked up a major 20. Everybody, because his run was so small, but you say, okay, 3 songs per year. Like he had 3 big anthems per year, which kind of averages to the 20. If you Fat Joe and you've been out since 91 and you're still making hits, you can fuck up.
Yeah.
All those songs.
So basically you saying Ja had a perfect, his discography is perfect for verses.
For 20, yes. If you
Pretty
say
much.
go 30, you told him to go 30, he might have had to.
Might have been an issue.
Yeah.
Might have been a little issue.
What song did he leave off that mattered? You get what I'm saying?
I don't remember, to be honest.
He didn't leave off anything really.
That's
Like
what I'm saying.
he did all of them.
How many verses have we seen where we say, damn, he didn't play this, he didn't play that? Ja played everything he could possibly play.
What did Joe leave off?
Joe left off so much more. Did he do All I Need, the joint with Tony Sunshine?
He did not.
He didn't do All I Need. Yeah, you're right.
He didn't do We Taking Over verse. You feel me? That was I would have played that, bro. I was playing that.
If he's gonna play the other stuff, yeah.
Did he play I Won't Tell with Jay Holiday? Because I know
he played that. It didn't hit, bro. It just didn't hit.
Yeah, that ain't no.
That's another.
That wasn't gonna win anything anyway.
I get it. That's another thing that I saw too, right? He played the song with Chris Brown, right? Which is fire, but didn't hit, right? Because what Ja Rule actually said, which kind of makes sense. We got hits, but I got classic hits.
Right.
When you got and I learned this from the Nelly situation.
Those songs wasn't better than the songs that Ja was playing.
Yep.
When Nelly would play a record, I would see in the comments where the people would go, I remember where I was when these records came out.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why when Little Mo and Vita come out and you sing that song, it's not only that it's fire, but the people there remember where they were.
Yeah. They might have been in the concert where they was there, some shit like that. You know what I mean?
Fat Joe has chart-topping singles that don't reflect your timeline. If that makes sense.
Right.
Like Chris Brown record. When did that come out? We don't know. We just know it's a good song.
Right.
Because it didn't come out on no album. It just dropped, bro. It was just a single. That's not on nobody's album.
Dropped on one of his Dark Side joints. That's the problem. When he started going independent, that's when he started making hot records. But when you independent with hot records, it's not going to reach as many people as a Def Jam led single from Ja Rule. So we both got singles, but my machine is bigger. That's just my opinion. When you release shit off Terror Squad Records independently,
well, you know, Koch was giving that bag out around that time though, so that's why that went down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but them shit's not gonna go as far as the Def Jam led machine with Ja Rule, bro. Like, oh, you Ja Rule with Little Mo and them? Like, come on, bro. Like, listen, bro. I know people was happy to see Vita, but it was a moment. It wasn't that Vita killed. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's Vita.
It's Vita. Like, oh shit, Vita. And that verse come on, and Little Mo get to sing it. It's a time. It's just an era. And I want to put so much respect. I'll say me. We gotta put so much respect on that 2000 era because they're the ones really, the audience, I mean, they're really the one kind of like speaking their minds the most when it comes to these verses. Because that era where we kind of blacked out, not Jerrell, but like, let's say like me and Ant, we kind of blacked out that bling bling era, that 2000 era. With the Nellys, the Ludacris, the Ja Rule.
I call it the platinum era. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That platinum era.
That's when money started getting in hip hop.
That's when the money came,
Money came in, and that's when the college kids got affected.
Mm-hmm.
The 90s was the streets niggas. You get what I'm saying? It was like that grimy New York or where you was from, West Coast. That was representing
that bling bling era type shit.
It got so big that some people sat back like, this shit cool. This shit cool. That's how we felt about Ja. This shit cool. This shit cool. Ooh, it's cool. But that 2000 era, bro, it means so much to them, and we gotta respect their voice. Yes, I didn't think that nothing from Ja aged well. I was wrong. Obviously he can play that shit as long as his audience go. he rocking the crowd, and that's what the MC is: the mic controller, the mic champion, the master of ceremony. Like that's what he did.
Yo, you could tell. I mean, Josh still got stage presence, bro.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? He could still control the crowd. Remember when he did the I Cry shit? I was pissed at that. Like, come on, man. Like, you
almost lost with that though. He almost put talent. Come
I
on,
ain't like that. I ain't like
bro.
the timing was off. I ain't like
yeah,
that.
it was just. I think he was just psyched at that point. Like, bitch, I'm
Right.
here. I'm back. Like, I'm gonna get the most out of this. I'm gonna
When you
squeeze
up-
this motherfucking orange. Like,
when you up 17-3. I mean, when you up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
let me
saying
try
that, but
something
that's
new.
like taking all of the 10 seconds
Yeah,
of the foul
like
line.
like
to
you
take
putting
your
the pin in
shot,
their
nigga. Like,
yeah, that's
he
crazy.
was chilling. Like he was like, I'm gonna bask in this glory for a second.
Yeah. Shirt off.
Right.
Yeah.
How did y'all feel about? Because this is going to go into a conversation that we're going to have in a little bit. We're not done with Fat Joe and Ja Rule though, but this is going to definitely go into a conversation we got later on. Fat Joe played Big Pun, and Ja Rule said, you know, you
That
can't
ain't,
play
that
that.
ain't you, nigga.
Fat Joe said, I produced it, and Ja Rule said you didn't push no buttons, and Fat Joe said, yeah, I executive produced it. I paid for it.
I mean,
That's not the same thing, though.
He said you got to push buttons. He said no, you don't. Ask Irv Gotti. Y'all missed that conversation?
nah, I heard that. I
It was
remember
like
it.
that.
I remember
Yeah.
that.
I
He said,
remember
no,
it.
you ain't got to push shit. Ask Irv Gotti.
Yeah.
So the pushing of the button in executive producing projects.
I
Hard.
wish Jay was here, man.
Yeah. There's some. Yeah. Jay would have. I honestly think Jay's in. Honestly, I'm not gonna speak for him. But with this conversation here, how do y'all feel about Big Pun being played? Should Big Pun been played more because he is Joe's artist, or should it just been Fat Joe and Ja Rule?
It's kind of like a cheat code a little bit, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know, bro. I just so
I don't
it's
think
hard,
he should have
bro.
just played him just because he's his artist.
He should have played him if he was on tracks with him or whatever. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like the deep cover joint that Remy did, that was fire, bro. Like,
I thought that was dope too.
that was fire. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I thought that was dope. He
Dead,
that off.
Dead in the Middle of Little Italy is one of the most underrated parts. Bars like that right
That ain't
there.
underrated. Everybody knows.
Nah, I
that shit
think
was
everybody
hard.
praised
Hey,
that.
we'll
bro.
do it.
I can't do it.
I guess that's what I'm saying. I guess that's what I'm saying. Because even while she was doing, like, oh, she about to fuck up. You're not about to get off.
Yeah.
But you could tell that they practice that. They're in shape when it comes to the stage too. You could tell they practice that.
Oh,
Going
yeah.
back and forth like that.
Shout out to Remy because she said that Joe asked her to do that the night before. So even though she might have that in the arsenal, that was still like 24-hour prep for that.
Nice.
Yeah, that's super raw.
So Fat Joe playing Big Pun, yay or nay? We cool with that or we not?
Nah, I don't think so.
I like Remy when they did deep cover, but I don't know. He played a joint after that though, right? Didn't he play something after
I
that?
thought he played like Don't Be a Player or something, didn't he?
Yeah, he played that. So yeah, I don't think.
Yeah, he played that. Why he play that?
He produced it.
He produced it.
He didn't push no buttons. But but if you say I want Joe on the hook, I want Pun. That's a fire song. I'm not a player. I want you to do the remix.
And then at the end, say Boricua. I mean, that's producing, bro.
You pay for the beat. You suggest the artist. Because like his story, he even told a story about Ashanti, how Ashanti first song was with Pun. Because when Joe walked into the studio, he saw a girl and he said, "Who's that?" They said, "Oh, she sings." He says, "Oh, really?" So she got on the.
I'm not sure I understand.
Okay.
So she got on the song with Big Pun. That was her first record. So at the end of the day, he'd be like, "That's Joe's way of producing." Ooh, Ashanti.
I mean, that's producing music, bro. Like, you know what I mean? It ain't pushing buttons, but that is producing music.
That's true.
So it just depends on how you feel about that. So save that energy for a topic we got later. Nelly was there, and I made a joke about Nelly being there because for the simple fact, the last time we heard Nelly, Nelly got New York hate in his blood. He does.
And they was at the Garden.
So when you got hate in your blood for something, when the Garden accepts you, I know he was just as happy as a little kid. New York rocking it, because that's what a lot of people, especially the South, want. They want to be in New York and they want to be accepted.
Trust.
That's really where the shit comes from.
Yeah.
A lot of this shit came from New York not understanding these niggas and saying, "What the fuck is this?" So
And
it was just
shitting
like,
on it.
right. a lot of time, whether it was the West Coast or the South, they just thought they can just walk into New York and be like, hey, and New York was like, what the fuck is this? These niggas weird. It was just a miscommunication. So whenever somebody like Nelly can come into the Garden and rock the crowd, them niggas love that shit. So I made a joke that Nelly don't belong here, but I know why. I know why they let him do that though.
Yeah, it was because he a part of that era. You know what I'm saying? And you know,
that's what I'm saying. That era that we slept on, honestly, like we know them niggas huge, but they not our favorite. But
True.
Them niggas in the 2000s, I really want to do my research. Like I really want to go back and just see what they did and like just smell it, like because they're impacting today. Honestly, if a versus happens, like a versus is a celebration. And for the guys that's from and the women from the 2000 era, I think they're having a bigger impact on the verses because think about it. The niggas from the 90s, them niggas don't got Instagram. Like who was watching Ghostface versus Ray? Let's be honest. You get what I'm saying?
Us. Yeah.
Or like, Meth vs. Red.
Or Meth vs. Red.
Yeah. Now that's getting watched though. Like that, they was gonna get watched, bro. They in movies and shit.
But their fan base don't got Instagram or don't know how to use it.
Okay. Remember Red Man's like
remember when RZA first was getting on the gram to battle Premier? He said this is his first time on live
for his life. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't do Instagram.
Yeah.
But if you from the year 2000, that's these people now that still remember college. They only
us. It's us. Oh, you talking about?
They were before us a little bit, a little before. Yeah, a little before us. So, I mean, they're a little after us, my fault.
So we the class of 01. So you talking about like high school class of 01. So you mean like the class like 2006 and shit like that? 5?
Yeah, the ones that went to college. Because even though we're the class of 01, we are. But our music was the 90s.
90s. Yeah, 90s.
The kids after us is all 2000. And they got a story to tell because they was college working. They was doing more than us.
So the era right before ringtone rap, basically, right?
I think that's all in there. I think it's all. I think it's all mixed in. I think it's all mixed in. That 2000 era was had a ball full of so many multiple moving pieces. Like I said, you had the South, you still had the West, and you still had the East. You get what I'm saying? 50 Cent. You still had whatever. Then you had Nelly, Ja Rule, Ludacris. You had so many people doing like everybody was selling crazy numbers in 2000.
Yeah, everybody was going platinum. Everybody was platinum.
Yeah, everybody. Like Cash Money was huge. The South, the West still was doing it. You get what I'm saying? So that 2000 era is a very important era. And a lot of times we go, what's the best era? Oh, the golden era, the 90s. Bro, take a look at that 2000 class, fam.
Well, 2000 that's when the money came,
most, bro. That's
where the money came in. And they definitely sold the most records.
Yeah. So shout out to Nelly. I want to have a little conversation real quick about Nelly and Ashanti, right?
Oh man. Get your bars off.
So Fat Joe, once again, Fat Joe's the best storyteller in the game, bro. He tells the story that when he found out that Fat Joe was doing the verses, he hit Fat Joe up to come participate because he assumed Ashanti was going to be there.
He knew she had to be there.
He knew she was going to be there. All right. So this was a setup. If you want to know why Nelly was there, it's because he knew Ashanti was going to be there. Did he know she was going to be looking as scrumptious as she was? We've seen Ashanti a million times. Right. It was something about Tuesday night that was different, and the world can tell you that. We all was in awe at the beauty of Ashanti.
I don't know. Every time I see her, she kind of looked the same.
What about Tuesday night? Tuesday night, she wasn't just a spick better.
Yeah, she definitely was a snack up there, though.
I don't know. Every time I see Ashanti, it seems like she makes sure she look like that every time she take pictures. To me, that's what I'm saying.
There, right.
I don't remember the last time I see Ashanti on stage look bad,
or
even look normal. Like,
look at all the ice there. Look at all the ice on niggas' wrists and all that. Let me.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of happiness on that stage.
Yeah,
and that's what I like about verses. It's the happiness. A lot of times we never got to see this vision of people. And I remember when I said E40's dancing, Jadakiss dancing.
Right.
We're having a good time, and I like that. If you're having a good time on that stage, I like that because for so long, what you saw on TV was mean, mugging thugs, and everybody was a tough guy. Go have fun, fam. We're in that era of smiling and having fun. But Nelly gets up there, does his thing with Fat Joe, then he does his solo joint, rocks the crowd. Crowd loves it. Ashanti comes out right afterwards. Oh my God. And they do the record, and then Fat Joe does What's Love with Ashanti. And we're at the end because I think Ja Rule plays a record, then Lean Back comes on, and then Ja Rule brings out Kiss and they perform New York. In the process of performing that record, I believe, Nelly makes a beeline off stage to go hug Ashanti. The internet seemed to want to make fun of that, but I want to talk about how big of a man that was on Nelly's part, because what people are forgetting, apparently Ashanti said Nelly hasn't spoken to him since the breakup, which is probably like a decade ago.
I think she said like
6 years.
Yeah, 6 years, I think.
Okay,
6 years.
Very
Almost a
long time, right? The part that Nelly's not getting credit for was Nelly just got out of a long ass relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So if he didn't reach out to Ashanti, you can look at that as by saying he's either respecting Ashanti or he's respecting his relationship.
Right.
Nelly's not in that relationship no more.
Mm-hmm.
So wouldn't this be the best time to go once you get into the facility? First off,
why not call her first though? Why show up when she don't know you're coming?
Numbers change. I don't know her.
I'm sure
she ain't got that number from 10 years ago.
That nigga got 10 million records sold. I'm sure he could have got
off one album.
Off one album. I'm sure.
And then like 7 off the next one.
Right. And I'm sure he could have got her number or get in contact with her some way. Facebook Messenger or something. DM, something.
Okay, let's take it a step further then. I'm Nelly. My presence alone. You're going to see me.
See, look how you started it. My presence alone. That's Ashanti. She don't care about your presence, Joe.
No,
she got her own presence.
You
got her own presence.
Bro, this is my ex, which means we had something. So just because we broke up don't mean I'm not attractive no more. That's what I'm saying.
I understand that.
It's not like if this was somebody different, I get it. Because to me, I'm the shit. To you, I might not be the shit. But you loved me at one time. Don't you?
Yeah, so I was the shit at one point. I got you.
Don't tell me I'm not the shit just because it's 10 years later.
That's funny.
You get it?
I see exactly what you're saying. I got you.
So when I come over there, first off, I don't got to call you. I know you're going to be there. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be there. I'm pulling up.
This is how men think. That's crazy, man. Like, what if she didn't want to see you though? You ever think about that?
No, but ain't that how it worked though? When you reach out to him, you call him. If you call her and she got a man or she don't want to do with you, she either going to let you know that either way, whether phone or in person. It's a risk either way. You don't know. Anytime you reach out to an ex, you don't know if she laying next to another nigga or not. Come on,
that's true.
That's what I'm saying. Now, think about it like this. Give it some time. She performed. I performed. Nelly could have asked some questions. Who she came with? Oh, she came dolo. Okay, cool. I'm pretty sure he did that because that's how we operate too. True. I'm not saying he just beelined over there. I know he asked questions because it could have been somebody over there that went upside his top.
Well, I mean, she talked about it. Well, they talked about it. It was her, Ja Rule, Fat Joe, and Rim. And I think she said she's with somebody. Like they asked her. Mm-hmm. So she's in a relationship with somebody. She said she's not single. So.
Well, then I got a problem with Fat Joe. I got a problem with don't buy her no Birkins. You get what I'm saying? But you got to take that. If Ashanti's your girlfriend, you got to accept that.
Yeah, you got to
accept that. And Nelly, what? That everybody's going to keep saying how good and she looks and how good she smells.
Oh yeah. I was say, like, why would you think other men would not find her attractive just because she with your ass?
So
she smelled good up there, Flaw.
That's all they kept saying. That's all Joe kept saying. Damn, you smell good. That's all. Oh, that's my sister though. But he kept saying how good she smelled. Ashanti's my sister. Word. I love her. But she smelled good. That's all he kept saying.
His sister.
Yeah, that's my sister. I bought her Birkins. You know what I'm saying? Like, so Nelly found out when he found out. I'm gonna go over there and talk to you in person now. You know what I mean? He pulled up, man. He pulled up.
I don't see nothing wrong with it.
Hey, it's cool. If it's Ashanti, bro. Like,
yeah, I just find it hilarious when the internet get a hold of something like, because they want men to approach you, but when you do, they clown you. Like when women start telling people about how many niggas in the inbox, look at this corny.
Right.
Why nobody speak to you? Mm-hmm. We don't know that we corny until you tell us.
And then it's how you tell us. You tell the world. Like,
we need to have a pod about that. How do you know when you corny?
How do you know when you corny? You don't know you corny. What's up, baby? Like I've seen situations work, right?
What's up, baby? Like, nigga, you corny.
Yeah, but you don't know that. I've seen a guy, right, ask a girl one day per week, hey, what's up, right? And finally get the girl, right? They was like, how it started, how it's ending. Mm-hmm. I've seen situations where women think that's the corniest thing in the world.
Yeah.
It's always going to be about who you are.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So I just thought that it was kind of foul how they tried to play Nelly. Like, bro, I saw something I like, and I went after it face to face. I didn't Instagram her. I didn't IG message her. You get what I'm saying? Like, I seen her. I walked up on. I made sure I had on my best. Made sure I was looking my best. We all saw the Nelly guns. That's
the Nelly guns.
He made sure he had them on display.
Right. He was doing push-ups in the back before he came out.
He had on the tight. He made sure he had it on.
Right.
And if it don't work, I hit my best. I had on what I had on. It was.
I don't see nothing wrong with it, bro. They was together for a while. You know what I mean? like.
But women got to get out. Yeah, women got to get out of that scenario. Oh, I haven't heard from you in a while. Of course not. I'm in a happy relationship. Now, if I call you when I'm with her, I'm violating, right?
Right.
You can't win. You just can't win, fam. But that was a dope versus. Of course, I think the world got Ja Rule winning, except for Fat Joe. Fat Joe said he did not.
He said he won.
Yeah,
Fat Joe said he won. He said he was doing real hip hop. He wasn't doing pop records.
I was about to say that. I know some people that thought Joe won too.
Because he was doing real hip hop records, like, you know what I'm saying. While this nigga Ja was up there singing. Now Ja sound good, and he acknowledged the fact that he's a singing rapper. You know what I'm saying? He said that. He said he started it.
You know what's crazy though? I don't understand calling Ja Rule a singing rapper, right? Just because he sung the hooks. He was on stage rapping his ass off during the verses.
He was.
So like,
but he was still singing. He was singing on them hooks.
But so what? I don't understand. I understand. I'm not talking about
playing him for it.
Yeah, I don't get it. Like, so what? He sung the hooks, but the verses was dope. Like, he was actually rapping in all of the songs.
Well, I just think that when it's wartime, this is what we learned from the 2 New York battles we had. When it's wartime, your shit is garbage. Once the war is over,
you back my brother again. That shit was
hot. Right.
Once the verses was over, man, this Ja Rule, my brother, I did this because nobody else would. But for 2 hours, he called his shit garbage.
Right.
Calling that shit trash, bring them dirty bitches from the. Like, it was crazy, yo.
Right.
He went in like
Jadakiss and Dipset. It's cool, but it's not enough.
Word.
What song is that, Jim? That shit trash.
But Jim was playing some trash though.
Yeah, but if I'm your mans in them, you never said that ever before. Now that we battling,
we on stage now.
Now we on stage now.
Right, it's a little different.
You know what I'm saying? So Fat Joe gonna tell him, like, listen, that shit garbage. I'm a real MC. You bubblegum. If you got a cardigan, but then when it's over, that cardigan fire. You got all the wild songs. Like, you dope, man. You one of the best ever. But I'm not gonna tell you that in battle time. And that's what we learned these last 2 New York battles, and I like it. This is the energy that Big J was talking about. This
is the energy I want. I'm here for all of that.
Yeah. Check roll now. He said like singing rappers like Force MDs, right? Like if you comparing, or anybody, not saying Rolling, but if you comparing Ja Rule to the Force MDs, fam,
that's nasty, yo.
That's nasty. That's what I'm saying. That's what people who think, you know, they listen to real hip hop think of Ja Rule like he just sing all the time. He don't rap at all.
So here's my
They put Drake in that category too.
Yeah.
Here's
like, he don't rap at all.
Yeah, yeah. Drake will get you out the box
quick.
Here's my question that I wanted to get off, right? Because I kept hearing them have conversations about, and 2 Chainz actually started this, and I'm hearing it more and more, and we're going to hear it more in the next conversation because that Puff Daddy Jermaine Dupri debate's coming. When you have top 20, top 10, top 100 hits, if your song, this is what I want to ask y'all, if your song top higher than the song that you play, does it make it better? Because it sounds like sounds like a lot of people, it sounds like the energy Ja Rule had was, I'm going to play my top 20 hits. If you don't play a top 20, you lose. Even though he still beat Joe, the energy is, this song was #1 for 50 weeks.
So
that was Joe energy though. Yeah.
When Joe countered it. No, Ja said,
Ja did say that.
And then Joe said, yeah, my shit was, I'm gonna play a hit. That's okay, all right.
So if Ja's energy, and this is what I'm saying, Fat Joe went up there saying, I'm gonna play Flow Joe and I'm gonna beat you in the streets. My mind is made up. The reason why Ja Rule, what we're learning, I'm just putting 2 and 2 together, that he was not going to practice was because he felt like he had more bigger hits than Ja and Fat Joe, and there was nothing that practice could do about that. So when it comes down to verses, does it matter where the songs ranked or what was just a better record?
No, because the Locks Dipset one should tell you that one. You know what I mean?
But that one wasn't about rank. That one wasn't about rank. But if you go up there on some rank shit. Because none of them got
still. I think it's still how it hit, bro. Like
Okay.
I think the music gotta
It's high,
dictate that,
like,
bro.
That already, we've had multiple verses that it really doesn't matter. Like if that's the case, why would Jeezy and Gucci even be a matchup?
Yeah.
Like they did that because of the energy and how their songs hit. But if we're going to talk about who got the most hits,
You know, Jeezy got the most hits.
right? That wouldn't even been an argument. Like they wouldn't even match them up at all. Then,
So
like his ass should have went up against Nelly. Then, if that was the case, not Gucci. So I think it's all about energy and if your song hit, and if you're in shape. Now that they put the performance back in. Now, because before you was just playing the record, you didn't have to be in shape. But now we talk about Benny Siegel and Nori, right? Do you really want to see Benny Siegel with his voice do 20 records up there? And maybe that's the reason that it's not happening.
Yeah.
We have to think about that.
You heard
He
how he
doesn't
sounded on
sound the
that
same.
Drink Champs. Bitch, he sounded crazy.
Like imagine him like with the collapsed lung and everything going up there for 2 hours.
Yeah.
But if he play his songs and not rap them, we gonna clown him for it. So he shouldn't do it. Like that's why I don't think it's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Like things have changed now. It's not like before. Like Beanie, like he should have did it before because he could have just sat there and played all his records and everybody would have been fine.
Everybody.
But now he got to get up and perform them. It's completely different now.
Yeah.
Versus has definitely changed, and maybe some people who won or looked good probably wouldn't look so good on these stages. I don't know. Maybe Teddy Riley comes off a billion times better.
Right.
He definitely does.
Babyface wouldn't have been able to be as cool as he was against all that energy.
But he in shape though. He's still in shape though. He can sing.
No, I'm just saying that New Jack Swing energy versus Babyface.
Oh yeah,
Teddy would have been crazy.
Yo, it would have been a BET show up there,
doing
bro.
the Running Man in the background.
20 songs of that. Yeah, it would have been a lot.
Imagine RZA and Premier bringing out the artist instead of being in a living room. So
completely different. That would be completely different.
Different. You know what I'm saying? So
some of them should go over, like we said, but we'll see.
Of course. I agree, man. Like do them over. But New York, honestly, and it just may be a regional thing. I don't know how it transcends across the rest of the United States, but New York is spoiling us. We love this shit. Like this is like Fat Joe and Ja Rule. It wasn't better, but I don't want to talk about how it wasn't better. It was
dope. It was still dope.
For us, it was dope.
It was dope. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't know what this versus is doing for the rest of the world, but for New York, we are being spoiled with these beautiful battles with the shit talking hits, and then celebrating at the end, hugging, loving, and just having like this kind of springboarded over to another situation. Jermaine Dupri and Puff Daddy.
Talk about it.
During this versus, the South needs a versus. Shout out to Dre Day. The South needs a versus. So why you say that? I'm going to ask you to tell us what matchup works for you. We're not going to think about that because that's for you.
Right.
Because they already have multiple verses.
Right. But what works for you? So we kind of got lost in the sauce because first thing I saw was Jermaine Dupri make a post during Fat Joe versus Ja Rule telling Diddy that he's at the Garden pull up. It kind of looked like he was chasing. Kind of
he
like
was there.
Yeah, he was in there.
He did the same thing Nelly did.
But if you Puff gonna be able to pull up. I ain't
about to pull up on him and hug him on stage.
Word.
The same thing.
But let Jermaine Dupri tell it. Jermaine Dupri said Diddy took the first shot by saying Jermaine Dupri doesn't have enough. He wants Dre, which Diddy does not deny. Diddy wants Dre.
Mm-hmm.
So during the verses, we was having the Diddy and Jermaine Dupri conversation came up because, you know, two big icons, two big producers, two big writers, the South, the East. And after Fat Joe's verses, Fat Joe has a show, the Joper Show, the biggest show in the world, where he recaps his own battle. Like you're not going to get that nowhere else. He recaps his own battle. He brings Snoop on. He brings Jermaine Dupri on. Swiss was on. Like this was like a 3-hour show. Instagram Live, where there was just people going back and forth, and people want to see Diddy versus Jermaine Dupri. Jermaine Dupri comes on, and you know, basically he's telling Diddy to sign the paperwork. Diddy comes on, shit get hot. Diddy comes on. Diddy tells
get real.
Shit got real.
It got real. Diddy comes on, bro. You don't got 20. They don't play your shit at weddings. I don't want to hear none of that Bow Wow shit.
Or crisscross.
Or crisscross. I will beat you with all Biggie and Mary. Then goes to play Hypnotize and say, Jermaine, you next. Jermaine doesn't play nothing.
What he gonna play?
Yo,
One of them escape records.
yo.
I've told you this is gonna be ugly. Get ugly quick too. Like I don't like this energy. I don't. It's a whole bunch of. I understand trying to big up the South because the South does need bigging up, and they, when in terms of hip hop, they've stamped their name in the game easily, right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
We're talking about Bad Boy now, though.
So
this is not the same sandwich, fam. Like we cannot compare So Def to Bad Boy.
So that's basically what's happening right now, bro. They comparing the labels versus Diddy got 20 as an artist, bro.
As an artist himself.
As an artist, bro. You feel what I'm saying? This nigga JD doesn't. So it's really not the same sandwich, yo.
Like we didn't compare him back then.
Right.
We always thought Bad Boy was better than So Def, right?
Well, Diddy and Jermaine Dupri was only and always compared because of this remix label, and they wanted to know who really invented the remix. So Diddy and Puff have been attached because of this remix thing.
So Def is not whack.
No, they're not whack at all. I'm saying they're not Bad Boy. That's completely two different things.
Don't put words in our mouth. We know.
Right, I didn't say that.
We know where So Def rank in the world.
Right.
Damn, like give me.
They're just not Bad Boy.
Decade after decade, there's an artist like the Brat. You can talk about the Bow Wow, you can talk about Jagged Edge, you can talk about so many different artists.
Mariah, bitch, Usher.
And they're not So Def though.
They're not So Def artists, but Jermaine Dupri and So Def had a lot to do with a lot of, a lot of hits. Right. It's just that when it comes to Bad Boy,
think about the names that you said, right? But if you named the list on Bad Boy, you didn't name the players on Bad Boy's side.
Yeah,
it's not the same sandwich. I when he played Biggie records, right? Who is he gonna play over there?
He would have to.
That's when the Bow Wow stuff will come.
That's
when the Bow Wow stuff is gonna be played?
To me, he got a couple hip hop records, like the one you put in the chat, Flaw, Hating Your Blood. Like it's only a couple.
That's Jermaine Dupri featuring Freeway and Jadakiss.
Right.
What is that gonna beat though?
Like Never Scared.
Never Scared. He can play Never Scared.
Special Delivery next.
I'm just, bro.
I'm saying anything
on the hip hop tip.
Just throw at him.
On the hip hop tip. Like we just talking straight hip hop, yo. Jermaine Dupri doesn't have a lot.
Nah, I don't think Jermaine Dupri want a hip hop. He wouldn't think. I think he thinks his R&B bag is a lot stronger. Which is arguably, but
it might be.
Like we're talking about. I'm talking about totality, though.
I don't know, bro. Like it's hard, bro, with Diddy because he start doing R&B records himself. Like,
true.
So wait a minute. So we just had the Mary J documentary drop. So we know how powerful those Mary J Blige's first two albums are that Puff Daddy was involved in. We know that. So if we want to talk about R&B, we want to talk about remixes. We want to talk about 112. Because the conversation has always been had, who's better, 112 or Jagged Edge? Popularity-wise, it's 112. So if JD wants to play Jagged Edge,
right,
and Puff counters with Cubit, 112. If Puff counters with 112,
they got Danity Kane over there.
Yeah, like J-Day said, like Bone Crusher would Never Scared is going to tear the roof off, right? But what if say if JD played Bone Crusher first? And then Diddy comes up with the Flavor in Your Ear remix. Who wins?
Hold on.
Where are we?
Does it matter?
Nigga said.
I think the South is going to give Jermaine Dupri more of a You know what I mean?
It's hard because y'all don't know enough or care enough.
Yeah, I'm confused with what he's saying. We're saying that Jermaine Dupri's rap artist, his name is Bow Wow the Brat. Puff Daddy's rap artist name is Biggie Smalls.
Look, Roller said, let's get married. Okay, cool. Jagged Edge. Do you know like Diddy has Jodeci's first album? Have you ever heard that?
Mary J's first two albums?
Mary J's first two albums? Like, Let's Get Married is cool. But like I don't like if you play a Mary J. Blige song against that's going to win. That's not going to beat a Mary J. Blige song. These are good songs. They're not going to beat what's over there though. That's what I'm saying.
And I don't think it's a bias either, bro. I don't think it's an East Coast bias against the South, like people trying to make it out to be sometimes. Like, I just think it is what it is, man.
I think that it's not either, because before this battle took place, the people have told you who's the queen of hip hop and R&B is. They've told you who they prefer more, Jagged Edge or 112. They've told you, like, the people have been telling you this. So if Diddy goes, well, I got all of the heavyweights on my side, and you don't, you get what I'm saying? Like, you got. Here's my thing with Jermaine Dupri. I think he's taken his pride and he's taken it, saying that I actually sit in the studio, and this is what I mean about the button pusher. I end these songs and I push all the buttons on these songs. His argument so he's taking that and saying, oh, y'all think Diddy all of that? I do more than him. I think that's his energy, because Diddy played a Mary J. Blige song on IG Live, and Jermaine Dupri said, I didn't know you did that. And then I sent to the group that Jermaine Dupri actually went and dug up that Puffy has no writing credits or producing credits on a particular Mary J. Blige record that he gets credit for. I think Jermaine Dupri's energy is,
I'm crafting these hits. Yeah, I'm crafting these hits. Yeah.
So we're arguing who's the better song. Like, what's the better song? I think that's not Jermaine Dupri's argument.
Right.
His argument is,
who do it better?
Who do it better? Who's in the trenches more with these artists?
So I guess, if we're going to get into the argument, but like if you have to actually touch it, right?
Jermaine Dupri's argument, I bet you it is.
So if that is, so say if all the stuff that Diddy touched had the Hitman on it, right? Does that mean we take all the songs that Jermaine Dupri touched with Dallas Austin and Jonte Austin too?
Right.
They got to be,
because you can't play those either. You can't play those
so
either.
So that means you can't play those either. So that means if that's the case, I don't want this fucking verses then. Like,
right.
I want the songs that they represent. I don't want everything that they just touched and then that's it though. Like what did Jermaine Dupri just touch and just him?
Hey, Roland, I'm going to speak to Roland real quick. Primo and Easy Mo B is big, right? You know how wrong that is?
Yeah, that's not right at all.
You would not have the greatest of all time if Puff Daddy did not add his aura to it. You would have got a regular Brooklyn rapper who was nice.
Half of that shit Biggie didn't even want to do because Puff made him.
You would have had a regular Brooklyn rapper who just was nice but never got past gold status and never got off the streets. You get what I'm saying? Puffy. That's what a producer does. That's what an executive producer does.
Like Roland say, Chucky Thompson. How come nobody ever mentions Dallas and Jonte Austin?
Jonte, right? They don't never talk about him in regards to JD though. Yeah,
I don't understand. Like nobody ever
Yo,
never heard of Dallas Austin.
Even with Dr. Dre, he got his hit. What's his name? Mike Elizondo
and
Mailman.
You never hear their names. I don't understand it. Like Diddy's the only person like the hitman always gotta get called out. Most people don't know who Mike Elizondo is.
Right. I'll be honest. When I was young, I was a bad boy. Like I said, when I was young, bro, it was either Queensbridge. It was either Queensbridge or Rockefeller. I was a Queensbridge guy. It was either Wu-Tang. It was either Wu-Tang or Bad Boy.
You couldn't like both, huh? Niggas like you. Why you couldn't like both?
Some niggas couldn't. Like you
couldn't. So my thing with Puffy was I always had this thing with Puffy. I would always look at the credits. I would say, 50 niggas produced this record, but only this produced this. I said, Rich is the better producer.
Right.
I was young. Young.
Now that you're a grown up and know how music is actually produced, it's like damn near no producer is like that's the only thing you're touching. Like by that logic, you should say that Quincy Jones didn't produce Thriller.
And that's music, period.
Right.
Unless you thought this nigga was on the tambourines on track 7.
And that's music, period. You wanna know why like my rapping career suffered, I think? Because I had the impression I had to sit and do it. No, honestly, I had to sit and think I had to do it all by myself. I would actually sit by myself and write the raps. Now you can run out of ideas, but that's not how it really works. Niggas really 50 deep in the studio, right? Bouncing ideas off each other.
Everybody does that.
That's how it does. That's how it goes down. Like,
but at the time, you might have thought.
But you do have certain artists that can go in there and do it all by themselves. Ryan Leslie is a perfect example. He might have an engineer in there with him, but he can go in there and craft a project by himself, top to bottom.
He's a special guy.
Prince,
that's not normal though.
Prince, he can go in there and do the same thing. God rest his soul. Kanye can do that.
Could do it too.
Timberland, a lot of these guys can do that. You know what I'm saying? But it's easier with a team.
Those are the special ones. Those are
that's a special point.
I'm just saying it's possible. Like motherfuckers can do that. Like
it's possible. But if you hinder your career because you refuse help,
right?
Then
that's like you wanting all the credit and shit. Like
Yeah, or you just think that if somebody helps me with a bar, that can hinder my career and I can never be the best. Because what people can't wait to do is hate you and say they helped you right. Oh, we helped that nigga write that.
Right.
That nigga ain't write that shit by himself. He got to go.
But you hear a lot of that though. Yeah, you hear a lot of that now.
You're used to it now, but back in the day, if a nigga helped you with a bar,
oh yeah,
right,
ass.
Yo, remember, Gilly got kind of famous in Philly because of the
Lil Wayne shit,
right?
Yeah,
not because of like
how much of Wayne shit was he writing though? Like
Gilly, but yeah, a lot of his fame is because a lot of people know he wrote for Wayne.
Well, how much credit do he get though? Like, do he get all of Wayne hotness credit?
No. Because we don't know exactly what he touched and what he didn't. Because he was a ghostwriter.
People say shit before the Carter 2. I think Carter 2 is the drop off. He started doing his own thing. Is what I'm hearing. I mean,
regardless, Wayne was nice whenever. So shout out to Gilly.
Yeah.
But shout out to Dre Day because he said the South need one, and I think that we've had 2 New York battles, and I think this Jermaine Dupri.
He's tipping Wayne.
I think Jermaine Dupri needs to battle somebody in the South. I think Jermaine Dupri needs to battle another songwriter. I don't know.
Why can't we get like maybe So Def Organized Noise? I like to see.
Yeah,
that.
let's stay South. Okay. So because where are they going to do that at? You get what I'm saying? Because I think
you saying the Phillips Arena. He got to come to Atlanta. He said doing it in the football stadium in Atlanta.
You see what I mean? In front of his fans,
you think Diddy gonna do that?
That's what I'm saying.
Even if he do that, yo, you think he's still gonna lose? You think he'll lose? You think Diddy loses in Atlanta?
No way. The Locks and Dipset is in the Garden. Fat Joe and Ja Rule in the Garden, and Diddy
not be in the Garden.
Atlanta, like nah.
First off,
I don't see that.
I don't want to battle you. Now you dictating what we doing it at.
Right. I don't even want you. I want Dre. I'm telling you. You don't have enough.
He said we letting it go.
No, Roland, we're not letting it go because of this. We're just mature, bro. I just grew up.
He can go against Diddy and lose, bro. So is what I could say.
For the audio listeners, y'all know we talk about Roland in the chat a lot, man. Roland says, so y'all are letting it go now because we're talking about Puffy going against JD, meaning that we are letting producers and writers who get help go. We're not saying that. Well,
they both get help. I don't understand. Right. Why is Diddy the one who gets help and JD is not? So that kills the argument right there. They both get help.
We love the So Def music, bro. Right. Like, we're not hating on JD at all. It's not us hating on JD.
Like when Mariah should won all those Grammys and stuff. When Jermaine Dupri was up there and you saw Jonte Austin, little ass, sitting right next to him, there was a reason why he was up there on stage with him. Because he did just as much as he did. Like it was like a joint project. They did that themselves. Same thing with Confessions.
Right.
You think JD did all Confessions by himself? I don't get it. But Diddy is the only one who gets the flack for it for some reason.
Yeah. Because he corny with it.
Maybe because he said I don't write rhymes. He said it in their face.
First of all, like as an artist, you know, I'm anti-Diddy, period. You know what I mean? He's a good artist, but I don't like him as an artist. You know what I'm saying? He don't write his own records and shit like that. We know this. You know what I'm saying? Like, so can he do a versus as an artist?
As an artist?
He's as an artist. He performed them though, so he
can. Bro, anybody sounds better than Diddy, bro.
I know, but if Diddy want to go, I'm going to perform my.
He can do it.
20.
He can do it though. I mean, I'm not saying he can't.
Can JD though?
And this is what I'm saying. I don't even like Diddy though, and I'm just speaking what it is though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so to piggyback off what Jerrell said, Diddy can do 20 of his records. Can JD do 20 of his own?
No way.
No.
Do 20 rap songs that he produced. Can JD do 20?
Yeah, that's moving the goalpost.
Yo, hold on. First of all, hold on. JD got 20. I'm asking Roland in the chat. JD has 20 Jermaine Dupri records as him as an artist that he can play in the verses. Not even against Puff, just period in the verses.
I got 3. Jay-Z, Money and a Thing. Hating Your Blood with Jadakiss and Freeway. Welcome to Atlanta with Ludacris.
In My Bed remix.
Puff already up 5-0. Name another one. Once we get like Victory and all that, like,
but that's
Puff's gonna be up
Benjamin's.
like 5. Right? Benjamin's and shit.
Let's talk about Victory. Right?
Okay.
I know that this can be a New York, New Jersey, East Coast biased podcast. You're saying Victory is that shit. Jermaine Dupri was on live and said that's mediocre to Puff.
Right.
So it's about where we're at, and that's why I said, where are we performing this at? Because if he plays Victory in Atlanta,
it might not hit. It's not gonna hit the same way.
Already told
I
y'all.
would think Victory could hit anywhere though.
In Atlanta versus JD, Victory might not hit the same as it would in the Garden.
Just like I would hope
It'll
that
hit, but
even some of JD's stuff, this down south stuff, I would hope that it still hit in the Garden.
It is though.
So look, if Puff plays Victory, goes first, and Jermaine Dupri follows with Welcome to Atlanta in Atlanta, Jermaine Dupri's going to win.
Yeah, that's different. That's different.
That's what, you know what I'm saying?
That's different. I guess it depends. That's when the showmanship and where stuff.
It's got to be on neutral ground, bro. It's got to be on neutral ground. They got to go to Vegas or something to do this, bro.
They got to go like to Maryland. They got to go right.
I think it should be like this. This is how I think it should go. I think Puffy's team and Jermaine Dupri's team should have their own tickets. You want to tell, I need my people there and I need your people there.
Right.
Because if you see shit happening and all Jermaine Dupri fans buy tickets, it's not gonna ring off. Like Puffy
I don't know. You can't do that because somebody gonna cheat. Yeah, they ain't having that. Yeah. They too rich not to cheat. I'm sorry. Both of them got mad. We talk about two millionaires right now. Like,
and we talking about I got to get my whole entourage in. You know that shit's
right. Like that's gonna be different. Like
it's always gonna be that. So hey, listen. Since a lot of people think JD got a shot, let's go for it. First off, we're going to eliminate all Bow Wow records. Correct? There can be no Bow Wow played in his verses against these.
Why not?
Bow Wow mad that he said that and did try to throw a shot at Diddy.
He's super mad.
I forgot what you put in the chat, man.
Bow Wow said, name me an artist that's that has over $1 million in the bank and is happy. Basically, he said.
What does that have to do with anything?
Man, come on, man.
So Diddy says Jermaine Dupri can't play no Bow Wow, and the Bow Wow's response was, "Find me an artist with $1 million+ in the bank and that's happy."
Nigga. Okay.
Yeah, that's what Bow Wow.
I don't understand it, but okay.
So so are we all agreeing that no Bow Wow can be played? He can't play Bow Wow against anything. Yeah. I mean, am I serious or not?
I don't know, man. I tried to tell you, like, he got Biggie over there, man. Like, so when are you going to play the Bow Wow records?
He said, show me 5 of his old artists who currently happy and got over $1 million and I'll entertain this. Wow. Yeah, Bow. Yeah, Bow.
When you talk about JD, old artists is like Criss Cross, Escape,
The
Brat. I don't think they,
Jagged Edge was over there, right?
Yeah, I don't know how happy they are over there. Like the Brat.
Only did he play B5 records. Oh shit, I forgot about B5. Shit. Oh shit, I forgot about B5.
Hey, so he got Sammy too, don't he?
He got
Bow Wow the fuck out of here.
He got the band, bitch. He got
Bow Wow out of
Day
here.
26.
Also, what we
just talked about kid stuff,
and also what we failed to mention, we might have forgot, but Diddy got some Usher, some
first album, his first single.
Usher. Yep.
I'm about to start ignoring you, Roland. Are you saying why he can't play Bow Wow records against who?
Against what?
What would he play Bow Wow against? Even if he go first, why would you play it first?
Because we're talking about like the best of the best Bad Boy songs, right? Like it's kind of subjective, but if we're just gonna go Bad Boy versus So Def, this is not a contest. If we're gonna just pick the best, like So Def versus the best Bad Boy shit to me. So when it comes to the best So Def records, Bow Wow ain't in the top 20. I don't think. So we would be like 5 Escape songs before.
All right, so we going to a DSW right now, a streaming service right now, and just go search So Def. Bow wouldn't be in the top 20.
Not on the verses. Bow Wow would get.
I'm just saying.
But because
what song? I'm trying to think. What song? What's the first song?
Bitch.
The Jermaine Dupri. No. The Jagged Edge song that he got.
See, and he had a verses. Ain't this a bit?
Yeah,
and we still don't remember.
But think about it. Think about the verses Bow Wow just had when he did that shimmy. We was laughing like, look at this little ass kid doing the shimmy. Like he's still a little kid to us. Right. Honestly, he's not grown man bars. Diddy can play. Diddy has a bunch of grown men on the other side. Like Diddy is so much of an executive that even his little kids seem like grown ass men. You get what I'm saying? Like niggas was wild young doing that shit with Diddy, but they carried themselves so old.
So
Bow
Roland
Wow
said,
like a kid.
Bow Wow, Criss Cross, The Brat, Jagged Edge, Mariah, Janet, Usher, Bone Crusher.
We would name an artist that was signed to So Def. None of those
Def.
other artists weren't signed to So Def.
But
Bone Crusher was.
But it would
wasn't he?
have to, even if it was, right, to this list, it would have to be Mariah, Janet, and Usher heavy.
Right.
And those three artists weren't on So Def. We're saying that Bow Wow, if you're going to throw Bow Wow, Criss Cross, and the Brat records at Bad Boy Records, the
Like,
top
that's
20
crazy.
Bad Boy records, they're all going to lose.
You play the Brat so funkified. He comes with Little Kim, Big Mama,
Juicy.
or you
Or you get
Anything. Like
This is what-
he has so much stuff that he could pull from.
what is he playing the Criss Cross record to for? Like,
like,
what is,
Juicy.
yeah, why is he playing that? Like, why would
Juicy,
he play
fam.
Chris? Why would he play a Criss Cross record in the verses? I
He's
don't
going to
understand.
play Criss Cross against Juicy, fam. I'm telling you.
I guess
So-
I guess here's what we're saying, right?
He said we treating JD like Ja Rule.
We're
So we
saying
dissing him.
the catalog is fire, but there's
just
some
not
people
against Bad Boy. Like,
there's some
Right.
people we don't want to see you go up against. That's all.
and Puffy know it. That's why he's saying he want Dre.
Much as I like the Brat, all respect, it's like the Brat was the first female artist to go platinum. But if you're gonna play Funkified against any of those Biggie records, she's going to lose all of them.
Hey,
I don't even know if she can be something like Whoa.
Oh, damn.
tell him how we roll.
If the Brat can be a Whoa, not Brat can't.
Like if Funkified came on and Diddy play Whoa, what wins? And that's Black
I
Rob.
think Whoa wins.
And that's a Black Rob song.
That's a nasty match. I don't know why you
Yeah,
picked
that's crazy, right?
Because that's what I'm saying. Like Diddy don't got no like 4 clubs over there, nigga. Like he's throwing all big jokers and little jokers at your ass the whole time.
That means Jerrell is not playing down to the competition. He just out to
No.
smoke.
Right,
I'm
he had to
slaughtered-
smoke niggas immediately.
I do
Like,
not play
Whoa.
competition. If you play Funkified, I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna whoop your ass, man. Like, are you serious?
That's such a nasty count. I'm just like, damn, why you going that bad, bro? Like, relax. Like, calm
yeah,
down.
like that. He came hard.
Like I'm not even playing like special delivery and no shit like that. That's like in the tuck over
Yeah.
there, and that's getting that out of
Doing
here.
wild card type shit. I got it. I don't know, man. JD needs
It's a lot
another.
of records, fam.
I think JD needs another person to go against.
Yeah, he does. Somebody from the South.
What you saying? Organized noise. Bitch, I don't.
Organized noise would be cool, but it would be mismatched because it'll be like more rap versus R&B.
R&B.
See, that's something
That's
about
what
Jermaine.
this going. That's what this could be, bro.
It could.
That's the problem with Jermaine Dupri a little bit. We don't know. He doesn't have an identity though, bro. Like Diddy might have produced for wild people, but we know where he get busy at. We don't know. Like Bow Wow just might be the biggest artist he's had, but you can't use him at all. That's the crazy part. Let's keep it
Man.
up.
You play Bow Wow record. I'm playing Juicy
Nah,
on top.
Rolling pissed, yo. He's super mad. He's
Roller,
obviously-
me and Roller
no,
gonna do a
listen.
versus. He gonna play that
So-
Bow Wow shit. I'm gonna slap the hell out of Roller.
So we know JD has produced for some of the biggest artists in the world, bro. Mariah,
course.
Janet, Usher. We know these things, you know what I'm saying? But we saying if this nigga play Bow Wow records in a versus go against Bad Boy or Criss Cross records, Funkified like the only track we not. She got motherfucking. What do you like?
But
The
that
shit
was
with
like her number
Tyrese.
one. I
What
get
are
named
you-
Funkified because that was her first single that went like
what are
that
you
pop
look-
like that.
Roland,
Nah.
she can play what he can play. What do you like? We don't care. Hey,
He
what
can
do you like?
play, he can play some. He can play "I Need a Girl," the original and the
He's gonna
remix.
play.
and
He's
the
gonna
beat
play
that.
Chingy. He's gonna play Chingy. What's that Chingy and Tyrese song, bro?
I know we probably getting
That's
killed.
Pulling me
fire,
back.
too.
Pulling me back.
That's dope though.
He
I
can
like
play that.
song. I like that song.
Here's the thing.
He's still getting up out of here though. It's not enough.
It's not enough.
All of the super producers, right, have a go-to artist, right? If you Timberland, you say you can't mess with my Missy bag, right?
No, not at all.
Biggie, if you Puffy, you go, you can't mess with my Biggie bag.
Nope.
If you're
JD, you say Usher.
if you Dre,
Swiss
wait,
Beats,
no.
DMX,
If you Swish, you say you can't go with my DMX bag.
Dre, Snoop.
If you're Dre,
Mhm.
you can't mess with my Snoop bag. Jermaine Dupri's biggest artist is Bow Wow. He does not have the luxury
Rapper.
of
Yeah, his biggest rapping artist. Yeah.
my Bow Wow bag, and that's
Right.
where he doesn't understand. Everybody has produced for other artists. Puffy has Mariah Carey hits. Jermaine Dupri has them. But the thing is, Jermaine Dupri can't play 20 Mariah Carey hits because if that was the case, we need
That's
to get
what I'm
Mariah
saying.
Carey
I
up there.
actually think it's gonna be like 11 Usher songs and 9 like 2 Escape songs. Like Usher between 8701 and Confessions, that could be 20 right there. It just won't be 20 that would be Bad Boy. Though.
Did y'all mention the Only You remix? Did we mention that song?
No. Can't you see the total joint? Like it's so many joints. Like
brought up Escape.
Around the world.
The
original and the
mad,
remix, nigga.
Yo, he's super mad, yo.
Been around the world with Carl. What if Carl Thomas come on stage?
Oh man, we forgot about Carl Thomas. Faith Records.
Singing?
Wait a minute.
Faith Records.
Did we mention Can't Hold Me Down, Puff and Mace?
No. No.
Because we forgot No Way Out was one of the biggest rap records of all time at a certain point. Like,
we didn't mention like Summer Rain.
I see. I don't know, man. JD needs to just relax.
Even if we're gonna go R&B, it's not like Bad Boy ain't got no R&B records at all.
But you're right, Roland. Nostalgia is a beast, yo. Ja Rule proved that shit, yo. Motherfucking The Locks proved that shit.
Let me ask you this, though. Let me ask you this, in Roland. Nostalgia is a beast. But we talking about music that all came out at the same time.
That's true too. That's what that's what I was saying. Those records weren't better than those records back then. Like we never said So Def was better than Bad Boy. Now all of a sudden they
Versus
better than Bad Boy. Yeah, now all of a sudden, like, come on, man, nah. If you do a Bow Wow song, I'm definitely throwing a Biggie song every time you play a Bow Wow song. Every single time. Every time.
That's a fact. That's definitely a fact. And like Jerrell said, we've never said that So Def was always cute. Oh, look at them little kids over there. Look at them, like everybody's over there short or young. You know what I'm saying? Like the Brat and Bow Wow, the same height. Jermaine Dupri, the Brat and Bow Wow, all the same height.
And JD did a lot, bro. He did a lot though, bro. Like I ain't about to sit here and shit on JD at all, bro. He's done a lot, bro.
And forget Bow Wow for a second, right? None of Bow Wow stuff might have been as big as Jump Jump, Crisscross, right? If you play that, I'm still playing a Biggie record. I'm getting Jump the fuck out of here.
Nah, Bow Wow. I think Bow Wow probably hit harder than
Jump was that shit.
I'm not saying it wasn't. It went, bro. But Bow was the man, bro. Like in his time, bro. He was bigger than Crisscross, bro.
But just like I mentioned before, the Crisscross fans aren't on Instagram. That was
us. We was they fans, bro. Yeah, we was they fans, bro. At 10 years old and shit, we fuck with them niggas, yo.
Like Jump, like
that's cool.
Having the jumpers backwards and all that bullshit. We did that bullshit.
That's what I'm saying. I was like 9 years old, bro. So I ain't gonna front on it. But nigga,
I think that's us.
I don't care now though.
That's what I'm saying. When the Biggie records come on, you know what I mean? Like that Jump is not. Y'all remember this? Yeah, we do, but it's just not what we. You know what I mean? It's just not.
You playing Hypnotized to fucking Jump. Bitch,
I fuck around and play 10 Crack Commandments to Jump. I don't care about y'all over there,
bro. Nah, like
I'm getting that out of here.
You can't do that, bro. Like that's you might as well stop verses at this point. That's not the same sandwich.
I want it gone. Especially if you're gonna throw that at me.
Speaking of the South,
you should
come on stage and throw a damn Bow Wow song in. I'd be so pissed.
So Puff Daddy comes on the live jokingly, right? Did y'all see the part where Jermaine Dupri said he's going to beat Puffy in dancing? Did you see his face?
Yes. Yeah, he was super mad. He was super mad.
He was like, nah, I know you just talking. Like, you just out here, you just talking now. Like,
I think talking about music is all fun and games, but when he challenged Diddy to a
dance move,
yeah.
That's what all the billionaire got straight out. Like, nigga, I would get on this floor right now. Get on the floor right now, man.
Yeah, man. We all got Diddy winning. It's not going to happen. I mean, even though Diddy won't get Jermaine Dupri,
I think it's going to happen.
Wait. Even though
it's got to happen, bro. It's got to.
Even though Diddy won't get Dre, just don't know where it's going to happen at.
I think it's going to happen. I think them doing this is a rollout. I think they already agreed to do this shit.
I think if Diddy do it, man, I think he's shorting himself, and I think he know it. That's why he want Dre.
It's coming, yo. I don't think Dre gonna do it.
He can't, bro. Oh, sheesh.
Yeah, Snoop said Dre said he's not gonna do it.
Yeah, I don't think Dre's gonna do it, and I think Jermaine Dupri is the only person that Puffy can go against. Like, who else he gonna go against?
Because the Neptunes say, bitch, they doing it and want sauce against Diddy. That's
I would like
Pharrell and
them. Those are my favorites. So
Pharrell versus Diddy.
I would like to see Timbaland versus the Neptunes, but that's more like a father-son type shit too.
So
he'll just be sunning them over there, but they might have the best fire over there, but he'd still be sunning them over there.
So Ant brought it to. Oh, you was gonna say?
Skateboard P and them, bro, against Diddy. I'm petitioning that.
So Ant brought it to my attention. I didn't get a chance to look into it, so I'm gonna let him tell me. But T.I. still going off about something.
Yeah, because he's saying like he hopped on the comments when they was going back and forth all four. I think it was Snoop, JD, Diddy and Joe, and basically he was saying like, yo, by Diddy ducking JD, it was like him disrespecting him. Like, damn, he not saying he worthy enough to, know what I mean? So it was like he trying to make it Atlanta don't got New York respect type thing. Know what I mean?
Didn't he do the same thing to Buster?
Yes.
So
He bowed out.
Fuck up, man.
He bowed out because he said it was a generational gap, and Buster would be better matched up with somebody like LL Cool J, bro. That's what he said.
Man.
After he's doing the same thing JD did. Remember, you know how you call a nigga out from somebody hood, and the nigga you call out don't come, but somebody from the same hood come out like, "What's up? Fight me."
Yeah,
you like, nah,
man.
I'm cool.
It ain't about you, yo.
Know what I mean? That's what he did, bro, on some real shit.
Right.
And it's corny.
Yeah, you gotta understand, like somebody like 50 Cent is making wild bread to do nothing, actually.
Yeah.
And that's what they don't understand. Like Jay-Z, like let's tie this all in with Jay-Z. Like apparently, or not apparently, because now I've seen news that he's not involved in buying the Broncos, but that's what you say when they leak information.
Right.
I'm not buying the Broncos.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The Broncos.
The Broncos? I don't know anything about Colorado.
So if you Jay-Z and you in the process of buying a football team, your company is different. And your company might look at you and say, a versus? What's that?
Man, can you imagine Jay-Z getting on a versus stage?
Your partner's looking at you like, what the fuck is he doing?
Beyonce wouldn't even put him in. You can't even come to the crib after that. Like, she not fucking with nobody that do no verses.
Especially especially like we might like it, but the way New York has been turning up, that just don't seem to be Jay-Z's personality. Like, bro, like he's not.
It's not happening.
Yeah, it's not happening.
Billions will change anybody's personality, bro.
Yep.
But,
yeah,
that's true too.
And you can make so much money and be relaxed on the golf course.
But I kind of think Jay was always like that. Remember I said, like, to me, I think when you get money, you don't change. You just amplify who you are.
Amplify you, yeah.
Jay-Z was always seemed like the type of person, he didn't fuck with niggas regardless anyway.
Yeah.
Like, he never seemed like the type of person that always run a whole bunch of people around him and foolishness or shit like that. Like, that's why a lot of the times I didn't think him and Dame worked. Even in the videos, you could tell, like, they was on different side of the pool, throwing chicks in the pool and shit like that. Mm-hmm. Like, they didn't fuck with each other to be. Like, they weren't even in the same shot. Like,
so, to answer Dre Day's question from a while ago, yes, I watch battle rap, but 50 Cent. For some reason, T.I. picked 50 Cent out of a bag because they came in together and he felt like he ended his career better and he wanted to prove it on the verses, which I don't think that's what verses is about. You can't, like, if it happened, it happened. Like, you finish your career better off. You can't prove that in 20 records, because what we've seen is 50 can go in a whole nother direction and get into that mixtape bag. And while you still trying to play those hits, he playing that shit we love. Anything is possible, and it'll prove nothing about your run in the year 2000.
Right.
Prove nothing. But T.I. wanted some sauce with 50 Cent, and we all that was before real shit talk was happening. Everything was kumbaya. And so we was mind blown when T.I. did it. Oh my God, he talking a fifth like that?
I'm mad trying to call out somebody that know he wasn't gonna do it.
Right. It's that, and it's like you calling out a nigga who you know you're gonna beat too. Like, you know what I mean? If we talking about what versus was top 20 at that time, you playing your 20 best records, like he would probably win. We knew that. Like at that time.
50.
But now that versus is different now that we always talk about. We performing.
We can get on stage and stuff.
Get on stage and control the narrative now. Like,
can you imagine somebody challenging Buster now that he can actually get on stage?
Nigga.
I think he's never going to do. Like, he's never going to do one. I don't think he's going to do one. I don't think anybody going to want to be up there with him.
Yeah, yeah. Just like Ant was saying, at that time, we thinking Candy Shop and Best. We thinking shit that to us didn't age well. But there's some other shit that aged well that now we know can get played in front of a live studio audience. But once again, it all depends on where it's at. Why he's stuck in the real smoke that's been, you know what I mean, his Achilles heel for so long, like Dre Day mentioned, Wayne. It's not that We know
wasn't that a versus? Wasn't that going to be a versus after they dropped him from the Jeezy shit?
That might have been a fake.
Oh,
that
fake one. Oh, all right, never mind.
Because nobody never said nothing. Like we
Right.
saw that shit. That shit disappeared. They tried to blame it on Wayne's gun charge, but
all right.
I think Wayne is too big to do a versus, man.
He might be, but
He's
I'm
still
saying,
rapping.
I'm saying he
still-
might be.
yeah.
I'm saying Wayne might not even know what versus is. That's what
That's true. Also,
I'm just saying. If I'm T.I.,
that's
say
true.
something.
Also, Shit.
I'm saying if I'm T.I., say something. Like you're the king of the South, right?
Right.
Then let it be known. What do you Battle and 50 Cent have to do? We don't care. Like we didn't even put y'all two careers together. Like
Exactly.
Yeah, at all.
I thought I wish it was T.I. versus Ludacris. That's what I wanted.
That's what it made more sense. They both in the same area code. Like
Only thing though, who does Nelly go against?
Ja Rule.
Ja Rule.
Now, I hate
That would have made more sense.
I hate the fact that in hindsight we're creating these battles because of what we getting. Because now we can look back and say, "Oh, T.I. should have battled this person." Like we're getting good battles. I just hate to look at hindsight scenarios because you can always piece together perfection.
But we kind of said that before though.
Nelly and Ja Rule.
Yeah, we said something like that before because they was
that.
Yeah, because they sold a lot of records. They're
The type of rappers they are and shit, melodic rapping and all that shit.
I don't recall ever mentioning Ja Rule in a positive way on this podcast.
Yeah,
that's fucked up. Like,
that's crazy.
I don't recall. I'm sorry.
Not in a positive way.
Yeah, not the positive. I want to see Ja Rule battle. No, I just never. I don't think I remember.
Nah, it's not like we was championing it, but we was discussing who can Nelly go up against, and we did say Ja Rule.
We might have.
And I always wanted Ludacris to go with against T.I. That made the most sense to me. Not Nelly. That didn't make any sense at all to me.
Listen, I am not trying to be biased. So if you're listening to this and you're outside of the tri-state area, I think the least biased spot you can go to is New York.
Nah.
Miami.
Okay,
where's Miami? You think?
I could see Miami.
That's like an equal. I guess depending on. I guess there's not a lot of artists there.
Right.
So if JD, I'm just saying that because we saw how the crowd reacted to Nelly. Like New York likes artists, like they like niggas.
I know, but to put Bad Boy versus So Def in the Garden, that is a huge advantage.
That's not there.
That's huge.
I hear you. It's because Jermaine Dupri doesn't have enough. That's what I'm saying. He doesn't have anything. That's the only reason why. But if Nelly would have had back Ja Rule in that Garden, we would have got a room shaker for every record. Why? Because they're just big records. That's the thing. Forget where it's at. Nelly got 20 big ones.
I don't know, man. I think
in Madison Square Garden versus somebody from New York. No,
yeah, that's different, yo.
Nah, he don't.
Nelly versus Ja Rule would have went down. We saw him perform.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that would have been a good. See, that would have went off in New York.
That's what I'm saying.
Him and Ja, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. New York don't care if you got one of them ones from 2000. That's when where he was from didn't matter. But that's why we looking at T.I. like, bro, niggas love you. What are you talking about?
Yeah, true.
Niggas fuck with Tip. Like always fuck with Tip.
That was the era where it didn't matter where you was from. Like niggas was like loving all of it. That's why niggas was like, we was late to the party. Like
I never understood why, out of all Southern artists, why Tip would say they're disrespected. Because it seemed like we up here love Tip. Like we always fuck with his music. At least I did. Most of the people that I know did too. Especially when the first few albums came out.
Yeah, I'm Serious is even dope. If you listen to it, bro, and that didn't even go. But that's pretty dope. Like
Paper Trail was my shit.
Paper Trail, bitch, fucking Urban Legend was my shit.
Right.
King was dope.
King was dope. I don't know why and he sold, so I don't know why he think that people up here don't fuck with the South.
Because it sounds like he's taking up for the South. Doesn't sound like he's talking about himself. I think
he the king of the South, bro.
Right, he the king of the South, and he's really wearing that hat. We want our respect. T.I., we already.
Yeah, but like, I don't know, man. For like Summer Jam, the headliner is usually somebody from the South. In the past 10 years, I don't
we
get
didn't
that.
Talk about the young niggas, how they take little
little
babies, motherfucking.
So like, that's like saying that we don't respect Lil Baby. We have no choice to. Like,
he nasty.
And at one time, speaking of Paper Trail and T.I.'s record, T.I. was the biggest artist in the world.
Right.
At one time, he was from
remember when ATL dropped? Bitch, he dropped the #1 movie and #1 album out in the same weekend.
I was about to say that. This nigga had the ATL movie and what
King album. Yeah,
about that. T.I. was everything. So like,
he started getting other roles. He was an American Gangster.
That nigga was in motherfucking what's that movie? Chris Brown and them niggas, man. They was Takers.
Takers.
Hey, yo, real story.
That was a dope movie too.
Short story, real quick, fam. I can't watch. I love that movie, but I hate it.
What?
I can't watch movies like I don't watch Paid in Full.
Ensemble movie. You don't like ensemble movies.
I can't watch the movies when they start off as brothers and they wind up killing each other at the end. I hate that shit, man. I can't watch Nino and G-Money on the roof.
Emotional ass nigga, man. God damn, man. It's a movie, fam. What are you talking about?
Watch that shit, man.
Yeah.
I do not watch New Jack City.
That's why you shit on New Jack City, because brothers end up killing each other.
Niggas start smoking crack, bro.
He start smoking crack.
That's your brother, man.
And the reason the Carter got pushed down. He had to go, fam.
I can't watch it. I still can't, because you just wish, like, damn, what if G Money and Nino Brown always, you know what I'm saying? Takers is
Fam,
like
it's
fire.
not real life, fam.
I understand.
You and your brothers are fine.
I can't watch Paid in Full.
Yo,
I don't watch Takers.
You's an emotional ass nigga, fam.
Yo.
You and your brothers are fine, yo. It's fake.
Let's not fight, my brothers.
It's fake.
Where was
by your ass, nigga, man. Just watch. It's a movie.
Nah, we was giving Tip his flowers, bro. Like we was giving him his flowers, like we always have. I don't think we never gave him to him.
Yeah. I mean, what more do he want from us? But like we said, we think he's wearing that crown to defend all of the South. But I mean, you got people calling Andre 3000 the best in the world. You got I don't know what he wants. I don't know what he wants. The young niggas is running it, like Jerrell said. Maybe it's the nigga.
What do you want?
What do you want? What more do you want? Just because Puffy doesn't want to battle Jermaine Dupri, you don't want to battle myself.
You don't want after you said New York niggas was did it. Like, come on, man.
And the crazy part is, it's not even just a South thing. It's the South is even being represented by more than one state now.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember, South was Atlanta for a while.
J. Cole, North Carolina, Rick Ross, Miami, a whole bunch of artists from Florida. Like, it's not even Atlanta.
Texas
no more.
had their wave.
Right. So I can't even, like, that whole don't respect the South thing. I don't know where it's coming from.
And that's what
Memphis niggas getting it. Come on, Tip, man. Little ass dreads, man.
The dreads. Hey, yo, the growth part is always the worst part.
Yeah, it's always, he got to go through that,
That awkward stage.
Yeah.
Keep that shit covered till it full strength. Because that growth part is always the worst part for niggas, man.
Or it's like
some baby shit. Some baby shit. It's like, oh.
There you go, Fred. That's not just for niggas, for the women too. But that's
everybody, bitch. Everybody.
That's a different conversation. Yeah. They got to start their dreads the same way.
Yeah, yo, keep it.
But you know, most of them, they be having hair already, though. Their hair be long already sometimes, man. Like,
man, the ones that start from scratch, though.
Hey, yo, let's keep it a buck, though. Let's keep it a buck, though. T.I. kind of did this shit to himself because he started catching gun charges. T.I. killed his own career. So when people stop loving him or whatever the case may be,
yeah, that part. But
that's for him.
And then the music kind of changed.
Music changes for everybody, except for
you know what I'm saying? Like, because
everybody,
you know, them last few albums he put out. You know, I like the Libra album, but outside of them, I didn't really. You know what I mean? Don't he got a fuck Mayweather album or some shit?
Oh shit!
No, what?
Man, yes, a diss track. No, it's a diss track. My fault. Yeah.
Whole album he
dedicated, a diss track.
Dedicated to Floyd is nasty.
nah, because you know tracks be having their own artwork now and shit. So when I seen it, I thought it was an album. Yo, like
album dedicated to Floyd is crazy.
Man, you know he ran up on. Come on, don't act like you remember when he ran up on niggas. Like, come on, funny, man.
Yo. Why Floyd thought that he wouldn't go fight for his wife just because
he Floyd Mayweather and
just
shit.
Because he Floyd Mayweather. He don't give a fuck how many rings you walked in, nigga.
That right there fucked him up too. And like, he became the biggest walking hypocrite. Like, bro, how you got all these women, yet you want to fight a nigga for your wife?
Yeah. And then the stuff with his daughter and stuff.
Yeah, on the social media era, fam, you can't. Like, we know as men, we know you gonna fight for your girl. I don't care how wrong. I was wrong a million times. But you not about to disrespect me, Mr. Mayweather.
Fam, the Locks almost had to stab Mike Tyson over.
They almost had to poke Mike, bro.
Almost had to poke Mike. It's a reason for that.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta do what you gotta do. And the only reason we gonna get Mike down is we poke him, because if we trying to just beat him up,
he already said it. The first two niggas going to sleep, bro.
Sleep.
ASAP.
They was gonna send Sheik in first. Nah.
And he ain't even know about it, bro.
You niggas is not sending me in nowhere first, nigga.
Bro.
Real big ass in there first. Nah, nigga. I'm poking somebody before I get
Think about this shit. Mike coked up. We know he was. That was the era.
Right. Yeah.
He ain't feeling no pain. Even if
at all.
He ain't feeling nothing.
It's not a bouncer in that club with a touch mic.
Number two, It's 3 of us.
That's
If
nasty.
2 of us is getting put down, how do we figure out who's
Who the last one? Jadakiss? Like it's gonna be just Jadakiss.
Who's going
and Mike.
second? Like your word is like who's going second? Like that's what I want to know.
Right.
Flaw,
So it's just
we
gonna
sending
be Jada.
we
and
sending
Mike.
Jerrell first.
Yeah.
Who
I'm
going
going
second?
down first.
I'm out.
That's what I'm saying. We got to figure out the order.
I'm not even sending niggas in. Nah, bro, we gotta go. We gotta go. Fuck that.
Either that or
Y'all
you
niggas
gotta get
pussy. All
poked.
right.
All right. We'll see you.
Nah, Jerrell, in order to poke him, you got to have him distracted. And that's him
Right.
knocking the 2 niggas out.
That's Eve,
No,
bro.
but that's Eve. That's Eve.
Eve is the distraction.
That's Eve's
That's
job.
crazy.
She got to be the distraction.
Mm-mm.
Niggas can't be the distraction. You got to be the girl, man. You watch
gotta- you
movies.
got-
See,
then you
that's
gotta-
why you need to start watching the movies. Because you would know that the girl is a distraction.
Well, that would have been nasty. But yeah,
Yo.
you bring that shit to the internet with T.I. trying to defend himself fighting Floyd Mayweather for his wife. And as soon as Tiny goes on the internet and say, all them women you got, it's a wrap. You're done.
It's over.
Wrap.
That's crazy. So
You
it's
look
like, damn,
stupid-
why?
because you look stupid to men and women at that
Yeah.
point.
The wrap.
Ain't nowhere to go, fam.
And your response is, are you at odds with that person? That shit. Yo, that was his comeback.
The duality of our relationship
Hey, yo.
is stupendous right now. Get the fuck out of here, Tip.
Man. Y'all niggas is crazy, yo.
Hey, yo, Ed, you hear him say that shit? He said
Yeah, I
that shit.
remember that, bro. I remember that.
At odds with this
All of
person.
a sudden, Tip bring the thesis out because he got caught cheating. Shut up, nigga. I hate want to be smart niggas, man. Stop.
Nah, you so you know,
Oh,
kind of
man.
right. Tip do have to take some responsibility in the decline of his career, if there is one. I mean, he said he done with music. Said this last album he going to drop is going to be his last album.
And it's going to
Nah, man.
Didn't he say that the last album?
Nah, I think he's. I don't know.
Or
But,
is that album I'm thinking about? We said that a long time ago and it never came out.
and drop.
It didn't drop
Oh,
yet.
that's
Yeah,
what
He was fighting these charges, and these charges got dropped
everything
because
got dropped. Yeah,
um
statue or something.
statute
Statute of
limitations.
limitation.
Yeah, so it's not that he's innocent; it's just they can't move forward with it.
Mhm.
So I want to bring back rapid shots, man, and I don't even know what they are. So what it is, I'm on Instagram, right? You guys can see this, and I'm gonna just flick my finger up and down. Whenever my finger falls on, I'll say it. We'll talk about it as much as we can. We'll do 3 rounds of it.
All right, let's go.
Let's try this out. It's me just flicking. Whatever it falls on, we're gonna talk about. Boom, boom, boom. Jay-Z helps lead 10. Jay-Z helps lead 110 million funded into the Waze Smart Home Company. Waze that
He dropped 100 M's in a.
he helped.
I don't know what that is, but as long as he's dropping money to help people, I'm for it.
Hold on.
I don't even know what that organization. I never heard of that organization before. That could be.
Don't
some
say that,
bullshit.
bro. Don't say that.
I'm just
Don't
saying.
just say
Oh,
that.
wait,
bro.
wait.
I never heard of him before.
There's a part 2 to it. So I'll read it. Maybe this will help us figure it out. Jay-Z's Marcy Ventures Partners is on the move yet again. The venture capital firm co-founded by Hove, Jay Brown, and Larry Marcus has been active in 2021, having invested heavily into NBA star Chris Paul's vegan cheese brand, as well as the new NFT development. According to a report, Geek Wire on Friday, Waze is WYZE. So Waze, a company that specializes in smart home devices such as digital thermostats, security cameras, and vacuum robots, has benefited from $110 million investment from the Marcy Ventures partners.
Oh shit!
That sounds dope. That's the little not microwave, but the computer vacuum and shit that she on the commercials with do it itself and picks up the trash.
Yeah,
Pretty dope.
I think my reaction is just Jay-Z still doing rich people shit.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's all.
Venture capital companies and shit. Like, come on.
Right.
I mean, that's bread. Like,
When I see
mean-
artists invest in something, that would let me know. So this is game that we wasn't being put on before. But if they're announcing what these guys are actually invested in, doesn't necessarily mean it's a winner, but these are the things that could possibly make the winners. So if you see, somebody like Jay-Z or, an artist that you're familiar with investing in something, you might want to jump on it. How many times have we seen somebody jump on something 10 years ago and now it's paying off for some shit like that?
Right.
Nas, we ain't see it though, but we heard about it.
Yep.
Yeah, nigga, I got Dropbox on my phone. This nigga invested in Dropbox. Like nigga,
this nigga Jeff Bezos, he another nigga. Like, I know he ain't, an entertainer or nothing, but he's bitch a person that I look up to. Bitch, he took his money that he made, bitch, and invested made some smart ass investments. Now that nigga he invested in the ring, motherfucking Whole Foods. This nigga bought just MGM movie company type shit. Like
it's not just Amazon that he invested in.
Amazon technology, you know, all this Alexa shit. He invested in that shit early, bro. Like,
Elon Musk with Tesla.
Word is life.
Bitcoin and all that. Like, cryptocurrency.
That's why I love hearing investment talk.
So, you know, we gotta just like the best thing for us to do, man, is start networking, bro, around people that can give us the type of information. We ain't gonna never know no other way. You know what I mean? How are we gonna find out? We not getting around the people and rubbing shoulders with the people that can tell us these things.
And look, even if you got $5-10, start, because if you keep putting that money in, eventually it'll get there. Like a lot of times they be like, "Oh, he invested $1 million. I don't have $1 million, so I can't invest." You can invest with.
Robinhood and Acorn, and it's a whole bunch of other sites out here. But you know us,
I'm a Robinhood man myself.
We don't trust computers and shit. Like a lot of us, if we can't see it, a fast return type shit. We don't understand technology either. So it's like, oh, I'm putting my money in this. Like, I want to be able to see my money. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
especially people older than us.
Yeah.
Think about the people like not a whole generation, but like say if you're like almost 40 or in your early 40s. Imagine the people that are like in their late 40s, early 50s. They not fucking with this shit for the most part. Like, they're not even that much older than us, but
like our uncles and shit.
Right, just 10 to 15 years, like that generation, they not fucking with this.
They're playing scratch-offs in the lottery.
Word is life.
My mom is one of them. She still play the lottery and scratch-offs every day.
Life.
Let's go to the next one. My finger at. Okay. Fat Joe faces critics. We didn't even talk about this. It's good. Fat Joe faces critics after calling Lil Mo and Vita dusty bitches.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Okay.
And he knew they was there, so I don't think he didn't know they was there, bro. Like,
he described them to the T. He said you gotta see them back there. So when Vita comes out, you go, oh shit.
Right. I don't like it.
That was crazy. Like,
because the only reason you said it and talk like that is because you was losing or in the moment. You wouldn't talk like that to them to their face while in conversation.
He definitely explained it and said, like, you know, he was in the moment. He a warrior. He hip hop, and you know that's he came with that energy. He apologized, and you know I thought it was sincere. You know what I'm saying, but it was corny still. Like, bitch,
it was corny to me. But I could
see they was there, bro.
At the moment, I know mad people laughed, and you might have been funny in the moment, but at the end of the day, that was a corny move. You don't do that.
Yeah.
Even if we didn't know they was there or not, you don't call them female that, like,
regardless who came out,
right? Like that, you don't just
especially because the way it looks for me, like Vita came out looking the way she looked, but when Ashanti comes out, you don't want to just praise women because how good they look,
right?
You get what I'm saying? I think that we just give Ashanti the flowers because she's a beautiful looking woman, but Vita, if it's a woman, it's a woman. If you got respect for women, you got respect for women. You get what I'm saying?
The crazy part is Vita always been skinny like that.
Yeah.
If you remember what she looked like, she was always skinny.
Vita was always a small woman.
Yeah, that's the little sister of the other chick in Total.
Yeah,
I forgot her name, but
shit, look, little hip hop trivia. I didn't know that.
Right, they look basically alike. She's skinny too.
Oh, the other skinny chick.
Yeah, not
skinny
not
chick in
Keisha,
Total. Yeah, the skinny chick in Total. Yeah, Kima.
Well, she's the one who hardly did anything.
Right, her. That's their sisters. Like her and Vita are sisters. They look alike.
Yeah. How you know?
Yo, why you all? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why you just diss her like that, fam?
How you know she ain't writing them songs, bro? How you know she wasn't?
Yo, she was like 12 when them songs came out. Now you just gonna shit on her craftsmanship.
I'm tired of the fourth member of a group being the writer.
It's only 3 of them.
The third member.
No, nah. What I was saying was like Jodeci. Like niggas be like, yo, what the hell Devontae do? He writes.
Oh, he write all the records. Yeah, he produced.
But
it be like
Nokia on Drew Hill.
Yeah, Nokia. Yeah.
It's like you already didn't hate the niggas. Like, yo, Cisco doing all the work. Nokia, right?
Not Bell, but Biv and DeVoe. Biv and DeVoe, nigga. What?
Hold up.
DeVoe ain't saying nothing.
DeVoe was a he did
Biv and DeVoe ain't do nothing.
He did listen, bro.
What DeVoe did?
The third part in the harmony. Biv was the rapper.
The rapper.
Hey yo, when has niggas ever talked about the what did Biv do? DeVoe ain't do shit.
DeVoe ain't do shit, and Biv.
Yo, y'all niggas is haters, bro.
Biv
like
signed the checks.
Yo, you niggas is haters.
Bell sung, Biv signed the checks, and DeVoe was the dancer.
He was the choreographer, yo.
Yeah, he was the dancer. That's what DeVoe did.
Routines, yo.
It's crazy how we calling these niggas the right name.
I'm sitting here thinking, trying to figure out, damn, which one is which.
I'm old, so I know all them niggas. DeVoe wasn't singing nothing.
Yo, that's fucked up, yo. Put some respect on Ronnie DeVoe name, man.
Biv was the first Puffy.
He is.
Niggas say
That's the one
Talk about stealing and taking people's shit. Big was the first Diddy, nigga.
That's the one that signed.
That's
Boys
fucked
Men,
up,
right?
yo.
Yeah.
Okay. All
Big
right.
He
10
signed them
Harmony.
he was signed to a management contract, bro. It wasn't a production deal.
All right.
He didn't do what he got.
Ask them niggas about Biv.
Yo,
Because
crazy.
know what it was? It's because New Edition got jerked, so he knew how to jerk.
He knew how to jerk.
That's
now,
all it
yeah,
was.
so, yeah.
That's all it was.
He knew niggas wasn't gonna read the contract. Like,
That's a conversation.
What happened to ABC, fam?
That's definitely a conversation that,
yo.
What happened to ABC?
Yeah, that's definitely a conversation that we can have, because you know how niggas always cry about getting jerked, but wind up doing the jerking once they get in power.
Right. That's what
they
I'm saying.
all do it.
Look at the Jay Jerky you on what's that? on the We Are the Streets, nigga. Jay Jerky you skip.
Jay Jerky, you nigga.
Y'all ready for the third and last one?
Yeah,
Finger scrolling. What we got? Finger scrolling. I'm not gonna look.
Please don't let it be Bow Wow related or the Lil Nas X.
Yes.
No, y'all want to talk about Lil Nas X being pregnant?
Nigga, no.
We can talk about that.
No.
He gave birth
He
to
don't
his
get
album.
no shine on this podcast. That stupid shit, man. Come on, man. No, man. We not doing this shit, bro. No. I'm taking a stand, damn it.
I wasn't
man's podcast, bro.
I wasn't gonna give him no shine. I was gonna talk about how he fucked up now.
This shit is dumb. Like,
he fucked up now. We can
what
talk about it.
I think he fucked up.
What'd he do, son?
Okay, wait. I got one more. All right, so here it is, man. Y'all might not like this one.
Oh god.
Whack 100 offers Kanye West new sex tape angles of Kim Kardashian and Ray J.
Fam, I'd rather talk about Lil Nas X.
All right, okay.
Yo,
it's kind of crazy when you'd rather talk about Lil Nas X than Whack 100, yo.
Yeah,
when is Whack 100 not been whacked?
Bullies are gonna bully, man, and Kanye West is the guy to punch on. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Like, why would he say that, for one? And what's the point of it now? Like,
bullies or bullies. That's all I'm saying. There is no rhyme or reason. It's just I can do it. I can say it. Nobody's gonna do nothing. We got pictures of your wife. The only reason you would say that is because you don't fear the consequences. That's it.
And you just want your name is newsworthy. Clickbait.
Yeah, and he's
look, we just clicked it.
Right.
He's one of them that's clickbait because he's also co-signing Daniel. Like he's doing a lot of shit that just gets attention for the moment, and it's become a high for him. Honestly, like he's doing a lot of stuff that just is attention based.
But yeah, he's supposed to be like one of the respected people in the game, though.
I think he's an older head. He's out the game. I don't think he got retired. Like he's not active.
Like he's old, fam. Like he's old.
So
to be
what are you
doing this
getting
shit.
out of that? Is my thing.
What do you get out of this?
What do you get out of that? Like,
you don't get nothing out of it, but I think he's not making. I don't know where he's making his money at, but obviously, just like Lil Nas X, there's money in trolling. There's money in getting in front of the cameras and saying some weird shit and going viral.
And doing weird shit. Like, look, Young Thug is an example of that. He was doing a lot of weird shit that he knew was
shit.
You know what I mean? Like,
he's one of the ones that started it.
Yeah, but at least Thug is talking about himself and doing stupid shit. Like when Whack is like involving other people, that's a little different to me. You know what I'm saying? Like even with Lil Nas X, at least he's talking about himself or doing something to himself. He's not going on interviews talking about other people's families and shit. Like that's when the shit get corny.
Yeah.
He affecting other people instead of talking. Like if you're gonna be an asshole or be dumb on your part, not mine.
A long time ago, and we'll make this quick because we know you don't want to talk about this, but I just want to make my point with it. This is not to give him any shine.
And I talk about it.
But a long time ago, I've been telling y'all that I don't know what's real or fake or not on the internet. And I've lost touch when it comes to trolling. I don't know what's really real. We seen that with Daniel. We seen that with the Young Thug. We seen that with so many people where they just get on TV, they get on the public services, and they just do wild shit. And then they go home and be their true selves.
Mm-hmm.
Lil Nas X, after the Drake revealed his album cover, started posting pregnancy pictures of himself, and the women took offense to that. See, at first, when you see Lil Nas X, people got a problem when men got a problem with Lil Nas X. Only when men do.
Mm-hmm.
But men can feel like they've been attacked, and you get told to shut the fuck up. Let's be honest. Regardless of how you feel, whether it's right or wrong. Now, women feel attacked. Now it's justified because a man feels like he can pretend to be pregnant. But do you know what comes with that? Do you want them cramps, my man? Do you want them pregnancy pain?
It's not even. It's stupid, yo.
It's so much that comes with it when you make fun and troll the fact that you can carry, that some women can carry, that some women go through so much postpartum
depression.
Depression that comes with this, and you're sitting there wanting attention like it's cute. My album's coming out. I'm making fun of the situation. I think now he's crossed the line to people who voices matter in this situation, and we'll see how it comes up. I don't even think the young man is even gay, to be honest with you.
He might not be. He started off as a troll before he became famous in the first place. Yo.
In a
troll, he kissing niggas, bro. Like, he's gay.
Let me know. And there's a show called The Pink Valley. I don't know if
it's mad niggas that act gay and not.
This guy.
Listen, if you kiss a man, bro, that's weird.
It can be. But
and I think it take a certain type of individual to do that. So if you kiss a man, bro, you might touch his penis or something. Like, I don't know. Like, it's weird.
But there's a show called Down. I can't remember the name of the show, but it's about the P Valley. It's
P Valley. That's it.
Okay, P Valley. And it's gangster rapper on there who falls in love with a gay man who carries himself as a woman on the show. He's kissing her in the mouth. They even had sex.
Yeah, we talked about Michael K. Williams last week on The Wire.
And guess what? I ain't saying that.
I get it, but the guy
still might like dick though, bro. Like, just because he.
I get it, but the guy let him tell it because he showed it. He has a wife and kids.
Mm-hmm.
Business. Michael K. Williams, like Jerrell brought up, the gangs. Because he's Omar, he always got a pass. I've always thought about that. I was like, the world got a problem with everything but Omar.
Nah, like, I mean, listen. We talked about that too, bro. But at the end of the day, bro, if I like, niggas can be undercover like a motherfucker. Niggas can be doing a whole bunch of shit that we like. If you kiss a man freely, bro, that's just weird to me as a grown ass man, bro. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
I may be stuck in my own ways or some old timey thinking or whatever you want to call it. Like, my mind might not be open, but there's no way you could convince me that you kissed the man and you still not gay. Like.
So what you saying, but we're saying is, and I think we might
passionately be at that. Like, he was passionately kissing niggas.
But I'm saying in today's era, the troll, the high of the attention is I will do anything right now. Listen, you might think that kissing another man is crazy, but we just had a rainbow head guy plot murders. Join gang, like niggas is doing wild shit. Patrol
and publicly do it too on Twitter,
which is telling you that it doesn't matter what they do. See, to us, to Jerrell, some shit might be real weird to Jerrell as well, right? But at the same time, we're not them. You wouldn't do it, and you wouldn't do it for a check. No, I'm not kissing a man on the scene for a check. I'm not doing it. You would do that. But today, these kids, what do you want me to do?
Yeah, they might do it.
What you want me to do?
Nah. And it might mean nothing to them in real life, is what I'm saying. So I get what you're saying, but in real life, Lil Nas X can do what he want in the public. In real life, he really might go home and have a girlfriend. He really might just sit at the computer all day, just because he gets this generation. This generation is computer and computer only. How can I get your hype? Because we've heard more of his antics than his music. His album dropped. Who heard it?
Right.
True.
Don't know. So when it comes to that, it just might be this era. I don't understand I don't know who's trolling and who's not. So, but I just think that he definitely crossed the line when it comes to the pregnancy situation. Because now you're targeting women and they're not going to have that shit.
Yeah, wasn't he on the Breakfast Club and just like fuck the parents and shit? Like,
fuck the parents. You see what I mean? Like, who? We're not him.
But backtracking was just like he said he's not pandering to nobody kids and shit like that. It's up to the parents to monitor what the kids listen to and are exposed to and things like that, because they asked him about the shit that he do, his performances and shit like that. But being that he's being geared towards kids as a remember with the Old Town Road, my kids love that song. Nah, man, every time they see him now, they think of Old Town Road, but I don't want them to see him in that light. So they asked him about it. And he was just like, man, fuck the parents. I'm not pandering nobody kids. And like, I'm just like, wow.
Now, Ant, first off, he's like 21. He's a kid, right? But think about what he just said. Our artist has been saying that for 10, 15 years. So I don't even know if he even know what he's saying. That's what he's supposed to say. He's a robot. He's not even answering the questions.
Yeah, most artists would say the exact same thing.
He was told to say that. I didn't even watch the interview. And if he said that, it's because the people told him to say it.
It was a clip I saw. You know what I'm saying? I didn't watch the whole.
He don't know nothing from nothing, man. You get what I'm saying? We don't know how he really feel about nothing. Because niggas, I stopped watching interviews when Snoop Dogg got up there and start lying. I'm like, these niggas.
What he was lying about? Hold on, what Snoop was lying about?
What Snoop lying about?
Everybody knows that Tupac had an issue with Snoop before he passed. So when they tried to ask him, it's like, nah, man, me and Pac always been solid, it was cool, whatever. Like, you're lying. You're not going to tell nobody the truth. Like, what's the point of me watching these interviews if niggas is really going to get up here and lie? Why ask them? We're not going to get the truth on a lot of these things. I stopped watching. I was like, bro, you're lying. It's proof that shows that you were scared to get on the same plane as them niggas because you thought they was going to poke you up because you went on the radio. I ain't got a problem with Biggie. And Pac was mad at that shit. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's real documented stuff. So when they ask you,
I think maybe he just didn't want to relive that, man. I think he over that.
Cool. Don't ask him that.
But you know, why ask him then? Like, you know, Charlamagne gonna ask them uncomfortable questions. You know what I mean? So he was on a Breakfast Club and did that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know, Charlamagne, he's gonna ask them questions. He don't care.
But at the same time, even in hindsight, you can go, listen, me and Pac had a misunderstanding before he passed. I wish I would have talked to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's ways to go around it. Like, bro, don't lie and say you niggas was best friends and you wasn't. To me, that was
that gives the opening of asking what
happened
was and what happened instead of dismissing it.
It's all documented.
But maybe I know it's documented, but the reason they asked that is because it's documented and maybe you read it or saw it or whatever, but that's not common knowledge.
Like, I didn't even know that. I swear to God. And I didn't even know what you said, bro.
That's not common knowledge.
So now for people that don't know, you could now change the narrative. You see what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, we might.
You should have just said, yeah, he could have, instead of lying, he could have just not answered it in a different way. I get that. I understand that. I get that. He can not lie. He can not tell the truth and not lie at the same time.
Yeah.
Right.
You gotta have the art to do that as an artist.
Like, you don't gotta be best friends with somebody before they pass. Like, we don't even know if Dre learned. I made peace with Easy before he passed. There's some people that say you did.
Allegedly. You know what I mean?
I thought allegedly none of them was cool with Easy when he passed.
That's what I'm saying. You asked Dre.
But the movie came out. When the movie came out, and then they went to the hospital and shit. Like,
you
know.
If you ask Dre, bro, why does it matter? We know you niggas. It's not your fault he passed. You don't have to lie. Man, me and him was cool before he passed, bro. If he wasn't, you weren't. You don't know who's gonna die tomorrow. And the way he caught the AIDS, like, he just caught it Tuesday, died Wednesday. You get what I'm saying?
Word is life. But see, you know, but
he 24-hour AIDS turnaround.
but you know, back then, full blown AIDS was killing you. It was a killer, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then
back then,
the mysterious way of how he contracted it. We know he was a whore, but at the same time, this nigga Suge went on the Jay Leno show or some shit and was, you know, talked about getting stuck with an AIDS infected needle. Like, so it's, you know, I love this pod.
I'm about to say we got dark real quick. I'm like, let me say that.
I love this pod.
Play some music, man.
I'm about to say, time to go, fellas. I got a birthday party to go to after this shit.
Happy birthday to your baby girl. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, happy birthday.
How old she turned today?
11.
Whoa, 11.
Yeah, so she got the new phone and all that. Now I'm saying she got the new phone for the first time.
My son's birthday, he turned 5 on Wednesday.
Oh shit! My son turned 20 on the 24th.
Dang.
And look, then my mom turned. I ain't gonna say her age.
Yeah,
she turned something on Tuesday.
You dare?
No, you know what I'm saying, just in case Mom Dude's watching this, I ain't gonna say it.
Yeah.
Oh, you ready to get out of here and play some music?
Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out Roland, Dre.
Man, I ain't fucking with Roland right now, man. I'm mad at Roland, yo. Nah, man, he on some other shit, man.
Hey, yo, Roland from the Bronx, but go
bringing all these old ass artists up this shit, man. Yeah, right? Like, come on, man.
He think Bow Wow's gonna fuck with anything he plays on the Biggie side.
That's the Diddy hate. That's all that is.
Yes,
Roland from the Bronx that loves hardcore hip hop. He don't fuck with that bad boy era.
Man,
I know he don't fuck with the shiny suits.
I get he like, but what does Jermaine? All right,
it's anything against Diddy. At least Jermaine Dupri wasn't trying to be hip hop. You know what I'm saying? He was an R&B dude.
And the conversation that we can have at a later date is a lot of people do believe Diddy killed hip hop. lot of people feel that way.
I know.
It's a real thing.
That's what I'm saying. He probably one of them niggas.
So why do people feel like he killed hip hop? Bringing the shiny suits in and shit like that?
Yeah,
Bringing the
like-
gloss and shit,
Like
hate me
Bad
now
Boy
and all
was
that.
when, like, other than Big, like they weren't street at all. That's why the Locks wanted to leave. Remember the Locks wanted to leave because of that?
Mhm.
That, well, at least that's the narrative.
Yeah.
Yo,
So-
and-
But how he killed hip hop though?
but look, do you remember the videos? Remember you went from your block to exploding helicopters?
Right.
Shit changes.
Like Diddy was the part of he commercialized hip hop.
Yeah,
Like he
now-
was
now-
the head of that.
Okay,
Now-
now we getting somewhere.
Now
Okay.
MTV only wants this big shit. So if you're not doing
Right.
what Puffy and Mace is doing now, you're not considered hip hop. Now,
Diddy the reason Hate Me Now video looked like that. Nigga, Nas wasn't making videos like that.
man. We're
That's why he
talking
slapped
about
Steve Stout with the bottle because he had him on that cross.
when Diddy starts winning hip hop albums of the year.
Yeah, narrative
changed.
completely changes about hip
Change.
hop.
You like, wait a minute, nigga. He don't even write his own shit. But
Yeah, he don't do nothing. He said he
Okay,
write
so
checks.
I remember when No Way Out won that Grammy for best rap album and shit.
when
And niggas
Old
was
Dirty-
mad.
Old
Yeah.
Dirty got on the set. What the fuck is this?
Yeah, niggas was mad. Yeah, I remember that
Old
part.
Dirty got on stage. Like, how did we lose to this nigga? Honestly,
Shit was fire.
I remember.
it
No
was.
Way Out was fire though.
No Way Out was dope, bro. You right.
It was, but it was the changing of the guard. That's why niggas got on stage.
Right.
Honestly, it's like, yo, what the fuck?
And plus, let's all just be honest. When Big passed, everybody thought Diddy was just gonna go away.
It was over.
Yeah.
It was over.
Yeah.
No Way Out came out, and everybody was mad. They thought he was gonna go away, yo. Diddy was like, nah, fuck that. Take that. Take that.
Yeah, he did. Exploding. Like, niggas wasn't supposed to like Can't Hold Me Down. Now it's Sean on the hot track.
Exactly.
Not that. You know, it was like that shit. Like that.
Hey,
shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Mace singing all over Harlem World.
First of all, Can't Hold Me Down was dope, yo. Like, I liked it.
It was cool.
It was dope.
I was shocked, niggas.
In 90, in 98, 97, that 8, whatever, that was dope. This we was in junior
He's
high.
going to play it during the verses.
I was grinding like a motherfucker
to.
off of it. Like, bitch, that was dope. Like,
Yeah, like that's in the 20, right?
oh yes, Can't Hold Me Down.
It's got to be in the 20.
Yes, that might be number one.
Yeah,
He
I
might
can
play
see
that first
I don't know.
against
Did-
Funkified, bro.
Yeah, nobody.
Or Gotta Give It to You by
They
the
put a
Brat.
Supercat remix.
Man, he gonna play In My Bed remix, bro.
See, let's get out of here. You ready to play some music,
Yo,
man?
man. All right.
That's in his 20, bro. I'm telling you.
I get it, but it's
What So Def got over there though? Where did that? Yeah, we'll holler at y'all.
yeah.
No, not So Def. Jermaine Dupri. We keep saying Bad Boy versus So Def. It's Diddy versus JD. Like, niggas can play anything they produced. You feel me? Anything they wrote.
But if majority of everything you wrote is Jagged Edge, Usher, Da Brat, and Bow Wow,
I'ma slap
Mariah.
you around a little bit.
Yeah. And I got wild hip hop
Diddy-
artists.
I think Diddy did Butterfly.
He did the Honey record with album.
I think he did Honey too.
He did the Honey record.
So when I understand,
what's the song?
My
with
Life
Locks?
record, bro.
What's the song with Mariah and the Locks? Mace.
Honey,
right?
Honey.
Yeah.
Oh, Honey, yeah.
so that's what I'm saying. So when I understand that JD got mad songs with Mariah, won wars and shit, but it's not like Diddy don't got no shit over there with Mariah too.
Bruh, he got Mary first and second albums, bro. He responsible for them shits.
Is this a shout out or what is this? What is
Salute to everybody in the chat. Salute at the Bars and Hoops television. Oh, okay.
this? Yeah, I don't
Appreciate it, Bars and Hoops
know. I
TV.
don't know. I don't know if he's self promoting
A little bit of both. A little bit from column A, a little bit from column B.
or the iPhone just doing what it want to do.
Yeah, salute to my man, yo.
Yeah. There you
Salute to
go.
all this-
Ah,
There we go.
there you
Salute,
go.
man. We about to get out of here, man.
Yeah, we about to be off of
Shout out
here.
to everybody in the chat for fucking with us today. We'll be back next Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Peace.